Good evening, sports fans. Ernie Over and Josh Henninger here today, high above the floor at Hot Springs County High School in Thermopolis, where the Lander Valley Lady Tigers and Lander Valley Tigers will meet the Thermopolis Bobcats and the Lady Cats in action today in Class 3A Conference. And the game tonight with the boys, I think, should be pretty good. Looking at the stats, Josh, Thermopolis can move the ball, and they score a lot. They've got 4 guys in double figures on the season.
They move the ball, they score a lot, they shoot a lot. They've got a pretty good percentage from beyond the arc, and overall there's some teams that a lot of people kind of counted them out against that they're able to put up a win. And one of those that sometimes you have some growing pains going from 2A to 3A, but these Bobcats are definitely ones that are looking to pounce, looking to strike, and if they get hot shooting, it can spell trouble for the Tigers.
So it's the Battle of the Cats tonight, and we'll do our best to keep you apprised of amount of time at the stadium here. And on the balcony where we are, the scoreboard is partially obstructed. So I think we'll be able to figure it out. But all in all, we'll be concentrating on the action on the floor. This is the Bailey Enterprises pregame show, and we remind you to go with Bailey and the pit stops in Lander, Riverton, and Powell. Say, we had a ball game last night, Josh. The number 1 team in Class 1A, the DuBois Rams, they ran all over Class 2A Glenrock, 82-26. Cody Wright had 23 points in that game, 12 rebounds, 12 assists, and 5 steals. He had like a triple on that one. Max Klar added 38 points and 11 rebounds. So congratulations to the DuBois Rams. It was a boys-only game. They played it at Shoshone, and that was last night. And tonight there's a St. Stephen's game at Wind River at 7 o'clock. That's a conference game. And, of course, the Tigers here in Thermopolis. Now on Thursday, Shoshone will be at Wyoming Indian for a 7 p.m. start for the boys. And Friday, Landers traveling down to Lyman. Warland will be here in Thermopolis. Grable is at Wyoming Indian, and St. Stephen's will be at Riverside. In Class 1A, Tensley from Washakie County will be at Burlington, and Fort Washakie will be up at DuBois. Again, you're listening to the Bailey Enterprises pregame show. Go with Bailey, and we'll be right back with a look at the stats and some of the fun things we've got going on here tonight in Thermopolis right after this.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. the smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Back again at Thermopolis, Ernie Over and Josh Henninger here at Hot Springs County High School, while the two varsity girls teams are now warming up and getting their instructions from tonight's officiating crew. The ladies are crossing the center line there and shaking hands with each other and getting the last bit of lineup. And I know just as we were getting ready to come back, the Thermopolis coach, David Villa, was coming into the room and into the gym here and enjoying his pregame meal. He had some popcorn. Had a big handful of popcorn.
Hey,
and,
maybe it's a tradition. Maybe it's a little bit of, what's the word I'm thinking of? Anyway, superstition. There we go. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, I had a long day with some rambunctious kids at work today. Still a little scrambled in the brain. But anyway, maybe it's a good luck charm. Maybe it's what he does, or he just needs a quick little salty snack before the game started.
Just to get going. Well, we're on the balcony here at Hot Springs County High School's gym, and it's very, very similar to the gym at Lander Valley High School, except they don't have a weight room on the second level, but they do have 2 levels of bleachers on each side. Of course, it's not as large as the gym at Lander Valley High School, but this one is just perfect for Thermopolis. They've got a big bobcat sitting on the middle of the floor. The Lady Cats come into this game averaging 31 points per game. The Lander Valley Lady Tigers 51 points a game. So there's a 20-point advantage for Lander. The teams are pretty even in their rebounding, about 30 rebounds a game each. Lander has 1 more assist per game than does Thermopolis, 8 to 7. The Lady Cats have got some pretty quick hands. They average 14 steals a game. Lander only 10 steals a game. Lander has 1 block a game, and Thermopolis has none. In the turnover department, Lander averages 16 turnovers and Thermopolis 23 turnovers. And then in the shooting department, from the three-point land beyond the arc, Lander is 33% and Thermopolis 14%. From field goal range, Lander is 39% and Thermopolis 25%. And from the free throw line, Lander has a 20-point advantage, 68% over 48%. And as we've seen so many times in this season, Josh, boy, you got to hit your free throws if you want to win a game.
Yeah, definitely it came down to free throws, just exactly what the Tigers and the Lady Tigers needed in the last couple matchups, either to get into the contest or keep their lead. Lady Tigers in the last contest did a really good job of staying right about at the 8 to 12 point margin in their last contest against Lyman, that big upset against the number 1 team in the Northwest quadrant. So they did a really good job hitting their free throws when they needed it. Not only doing that, but getting to the line as well, taking advantage of them being in the bonus before the Lyman Lady Eagles were, and putting in those free throws when it counted most to keep that distance where it was at.
You know, these long bus rides sometimes have an effect on a team, and that's what we saw last game with Lovell. Lovell Bulldogs came in. They had to get to Lander.
Lovell, not Lyman, Lovell. I'm thinking ahead, sorry.
Oh, you're thinking ahead. Yeah, Lyman is Friday night. Yeah, the Lovell Bulldogs, the both teams got to Lander very early and then had to watch the 8th grade game and the 9th grade game and then the junior varsity game. And when the Lady Bulldogs came out, they were just a little bit flat.
They were,
and Lander took advantage of it and raced out to an early lead and then held it.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we'll see on the flip side when we go to Lyman on Friday. Hopefully that's not one of the things that the Tigers have the same issue with, and that's one of those, especially for the boys. You know, we talked about last contest. Their bugaboo quarter has been the second quarter.
Yep.
And for the ladies, if they don't come out strong, come out fast in the beginning of the game, then they have a little bit of a struggle until they make those halftime adjustments, and they do really well. But one of those things that you hope that with the later start, it won't be as long of a sit, but it is close to another 3-hour bus ride for the Tigers on Friday.
Our WyoToday.com sports editor Travis Gupton talked to Coach David Villa earlier today when we were getting ready for this broadcast, and Villa said it's going to be a real tough game for his Lady Cats as they're coming up against the Lander Valley Tigers that are 10-4 on the season, 3-0 in conference, and the Lady Cats themselves have not had that much luck this year. They've had 3 wins on the season. So we'll see what happens, and we'll be back with our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups right after we listen to this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
I'm Bo Clark, coach of the University of Wyoming rodeo team, reminding you that putting on a seatbelt doesn't take 8 seconds, and it can save your life.
Go folks, buckle up!
I think the world needs more cowboys.
Welcome back to Hot Springs County High School in Thermopolis. Josh Andrew, Ernie over with you as we get ready for the matchup between Thermopolis Bobcats and the Lander Valley Tigers. We'll go ahead and go over Sutherland's starting lineup, starting with the Tigers. Number 1, Taylene Tendor will be starting, as well as number 10, senior Demi Stothenberg. Ryan Bell, number 11, will be starting, as well as senior Whitney Hansen, number 15. Following for the starters for Lander will be number 23, Megan Winfield. For the Bobcats, it'll be number 2, senior Camry Bowman, number 3, senior Lainey Myers, number 5, junior J.C. Bassey, number 20, senior Mariah Brooks, and number 23, junior Ruthann Johnson. Those will be the Sutherland starting lineups. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. They're going to do national anthem, then we'll have the tip-off between the Lady Tigers and Lady Bobcats. We'll be right back.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Well, Josh, I don't know about you, but the Thermopolis High senior band members, there were 4 of them, well, actually 3 of them, with the band instructor, did one of the most inspiring national anthems I think we've heard this year. And there were only 4 instruments out there. They had a clarinet, a trumpet, a saxophone, and a tuba. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job. Good rendition of it, as well as on tune. It was a really good job. Sometimes it doesn't take the whole band for a good performance.
Well, the starting lineups again, as you just heard Josh say, on the Sutherland's lineup, Camry Bowman, Lane Myers, J.C. Bassey, Mariah Brooks, and Ruth Ann Johnson for the Thermopolis Lady Cats. And for the Lander Lady Tigers, it'll be Taylor Tindor, Demi Stothenberg, Ryan Bell, Whitney Hansen, and Megan Winfield. And as we mentioned, we're in the balcony here tonight at Thermopolis High School, Hot Springs County High School. And we have a really good vantage point of the floor, so kind of happy about that. You never know what you're going to run into when you come into a visiting gym.
That's true. Yeah. And we got a good view, high up above, see the whole court. There's plenty of space. We're not squished, either width-wise or so it's perfect.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting ready. The 2 teams have been introduced to the crowd. We've had the national anthem. The officials are coming out, all 3 of them. They've checked the pressure in the basketball, and it is okay. So we'll be ready to go here in just a second. And coming up is Mariah Brooks is going to be jumping up against Ryan Bell. And there's a big height advantage for Brooks. So let's see who gets the tip. And it's going to be Thermopolis as Camry Bowman gets it in the backcourt. Moves it across the timeline, almost knocked away that time by Whitney Hansen. The ball is knocked away, but recovered right there by J.C. Bassey. Bassey on top of the key, moves to the right-hand wing. Ball almost stolen again by Hansen, and it is stolen this time. Ryan Bell has got it. She brings it down the floor all the way, stops, hands it off to Stothenberg. She drives the lane, lays it up and in for 2. Nice drive by Demi Stothenberg on the assist from Ryan Bell. And we have a turnover right away on Thermopolis, a traveling call as the ball was inbounded.
Yeah, it was a good defense by Taylor Tindor. She had the active hands defensively, forced the Thermopolis player to pick up her dribble, and then she started to walk trying to get around it. First turnover for Thermopolis. Lander looking to score again.
Here's Winfield. The shot for 3 is just a little bit short. Fight for the rebound, and we'll have a foul against Ryan Bell as she collided with the Thermopolis player down there, Ruth Ann Johnson. We've just underway, 7 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lander with a 2-0 lead. The Lady Tigers got the first basket. Now they're putting on full court pressure. Still in the backcourt is Thermopolis. Now they break across the timeline. Ball is on top of the key to Ruth Ann Johnson, a 5'8 junior. She goes in the middle of the lane. There's a shot, up and good. And that is Mariah Brooks with that basket, and it's tied at 2-2 here on our scoreboard. And we have another travel. That's the second travel on this defense by Thermopolis. Forced that Lander turnover. Here we go. Camry Bowman with the ball, brings it all the way down court. There's a cross-court pass over to Hunt. Hunt has the ball taken away from her by Megan Winfield. Winfield all the way down the court, stops in the lane, and there's a Lander turnover. As she tried to pass there, they got intercepted by Thermopolis. 6:20 to go, first period. We're all tied at 2, our first tie of the game. There's Dazzlin Hunt with the ball on the far side. Gives it over to Mariah Brooks for her second basket, and it goes 4-2 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. And quickly, Josh, Cyril Stothenberg called timeout.
Yeah, Cyril is not liking the pressure that his girls are putting defensively right now. They're leaving the block open. They're leaving the key open. And they're not getting enough pressure on those shooters. Yes, Thermopolis does not have the best record this year, but anybody can make an open shot if you give them enough room.
Well, that's right, and you don't want to leave those open shots available. 6:08 to go here, first period, 4-2. Thermopolis with the lead on their home court. Great big Bobcat face right here on the center of the court at Hot Springs County High School. And the same sculptor that did the Lander Tiger outside of Lander Valley High School did the Thermopolis Bobcat, which is outside of Thermopolis High School here. So the Cats and the Cats today. We'll see which one's stronger. Down the court comes Tendor. Tendor bounce pass in the middle to Winfield. Her shot is short, not good. And the rebound comes down to Ruth Ann Johnson. Johnson off to Brooks. Brooks will bring it into the forecourt. Stops. Bowman has it now. Bowman back over to Johnson. Johnson outside the arc on the right wing on top of the key to Hunt. Now she moves it around to the right-hand side to Bowman. Bowman getting a little bit of pressure there. Peels it off to J.C. Bassey. And now it goes back to Bowman. She drives, shoots, and hits. Oh, Bowman with a really nice basket. And it goes to a 4-point lead now, 6-2. Thermopolis with the lead. Lander coming back. There's Hansen on the near side. Tendor. Bounce pass back over to Hansen on the right wing. Back to Tendor. Tendor tries to drive the baseline. Fires it across the court.
There it is.
There's a three-point shot by Stothenberg. Not good. Rebounded by Tendor. And she gets it out of there, but the ball is knocked away. It's a turnover. Quickly, Thermopolis comes down the court. J.C. Bassey, ball's knocked out of bounds by Tendor, and Thermopolis will keep it.
You know what you're talking about, Ernie, at the pregame show, that the Tigers need to be wary of not coming out flat, and that's exactly what they've done so far in this contest. They've not been good on their defensive pressures, and on the offensive side of the ball, they're getting good looks, but that last one by Stothenberg just didn't have enough juice on it. Hopefully they're able to correct their errors sooner rather than later, else the Bobcats are going to take advantage.
Stothenberg knocks the ball out of bounds, and it goes out into the lobby. Official had to go out in the lobby to get it. Whistle, and we have a violation on Thermopolis. That will be their third turnover, and it'll give the ball to Lander on the far side outside in the backcourt. No pressure by the Lady Cats as Tendor brings it down across the center line over in the side to Stothenberg. Underneath on the left wing, and now out on top to Tendor. She drives the basket underneath. There's a beautiful drive, and the shot goes up and in by Ryan Bell. Nice assist that time.
Best look the Tigers have had as they broke through that 3-2 zone the Bobcats had set up.
Rebounded the missed shot by Bassey. She now gives it off to Bowman. Bowman tries to back into the lane. Can't do it. Gives it off there to Johnson. It's an air ball pulled out of the air by Winfield. The Lander Tiger comes down, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Thermop. Kind of got herself into a little pickle there. Got double teamed, trapped in the corner, and fortunately Thermopolis knocked it out of bounds.
Trapped in the corner, and none of her teammates came over to give her an open passing lane to help her out. Luckily, it went out of bounds and back to the Tigers.
Well, kicking the ball on the inbounds pass was Dazzlin Hunt, so the Tigers will inbound it again. This time it's Whitney Hansen who inbounds the ball to Tendor. Tendor drives it through the lane. There's a turnover. Lander's third. We've got a 2-on-1 break down court underneath Johnson. Her shot's not good, way off the mark. Winfield recovers the ball. Now it's stolen away from her and out of bounds, and it'll be Lander's ball.
Defensively on that last fast break, that was good positioning and great recovery by Demi Stothenberg. She saw that there was two Thermopolis players leaking out. She did her best to kind of play a one-on-two zone, so to speak, covering the first person with the ball, then able to come across. And I think she may have got a fingertip on that shot with the block that forced it to go over the rim.
Well, Tendor got herself trapped. No, that was Ryan Bell. Got herself trapped again on just across the timeline. Want to try to avoid that half-court trap. Ball comes in now to Bell. Bell moves it across the Bobcat face. Over on the near side, Whitney Hansen dribbling the ball. Far side. Near side again to Hansen. In the corner, Stothenberg drives the baseline, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Oh, they say last touch by Demi, so Thermopolis will get it, and that's Lander's 4th turnover, Josh.
Demi was trying to do a crossover move inside, a little bit of a crow hop, but unfortunately she made the move a little too late. Good positioning by the Lady Bobcat defender. Force the ball out of Stothenberg's hands without touching it and force another turnover.
It's a 2-point lead by Thermopolis. There's a long three-pointer that's off the top. Not good by Hunt. Rebounded by the Tigers. Coming down court, Stothenberg. Off to Hansen. In the middle, Ryan Bell all alone for the layup, and boy, did she have the lane open up on her.
There was absolutely nobody within 10, 15 feet of Ryan Bell after she made that initial miss on the defender on her. Great job, great 2 points.
And the score is now tied at 6. There's a long shot up by Brooks, not good. Rebounded on the far side by Bowman. She's on the far side outside. There's a bounce pass underneath to Hunt. She loses the ball. It's picked up by Johnson. Johnson has the shot blocked by the Tigers. First block of the game by Lander. Here comes Ryan Bell down the court. She's all alone and is fouled as she goes up for the shot. And she'll get 2 attempts from the charity strike.
Lady Bobcats keep playing that zone, and unfortunately they don't have anybody positioned inside the key. I don't know if they're going to try and switch to a man-to-man defense to try and prevent the lane from being open by so much, or if they're going to stick with that zone as they're worried about the three-point shooters of the Tigers.
Ryan Bell's free throw, the first one, is a little bit too long. Coming into the game now is Lane Myers, and Johnson comes back in after a very short rest. J.C. Bassey is out of the game now for Thermopolis. Here's Ryan Bell's second free throw attempt, up and good. It finally rolls through. And the Lander Valley Lady Tigers take a 1-point lead, 7-6. Thermopolis bringing the ball down the court. Nice move by Brooks underneath all alone. Her shot is up and in. Lane Myers on the assist from Mariah Brooks.
Tigers caught napping in the transition defense after the full court press. Thermopolis taking advantage of it. Easy open bunny for 2.
There's Stothenberg launches a 3. It's a little bit long, not good, off the back of the iron. Camry Bowman with the rebound. She'll bring it down the court for the Lady Cats. And almost had trouble there handling the basketball. Gives it off to Myers. Myers off to Brooks. Brooks in the corner. Almost double teamed that time. Gives it back to Myers. She'll dribble it across the top of the arc. Hands it off, and then it goes to Johnson. Johnson back over to Myers. Myers just outside the arc. There's a long one by Johnson that's not good. Rebound is going to be pulled down by Myers. Back over to Johnson for 2, or Brooks for 2. That's her 6th point of the game, and it goes 10-7. And quickly, Lander calls timeout. We'll take timeout as well.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Back again at Hot Springs County High School in Thermopolis, where the home team leads Lander Valley 10-7. Kind of a slow start for the Lady Tigers, as they just had a timeout by Cyril Stothenberg, and Coach David Villa happy with how his team has performed so far. They've been a little bit faster and quicker than the Tigers. Lander looking a bit sluggish, but The Tigers will have the ball now in the backcourt. And we have, well, I'm not sure, minute and 11 seconds to go here, first period. Long pass downfield to, down court to Megan Winfield. She gives it off to Bell. Bell drives it around the circle to Hansen. Hansen in the corner. Now over to Bell, back over to Hansen. They're trying to get a 3-ball shot, I believe. There's Stothenberg with the 3. Good! She finally scores. Demi Stothenberg now with 5 points, and the score is tied now at 10 apiece.
Good ball movement by the Tigers. They saw it, the Bobcats were in a zone. They tried to do a double team, over pursuit, left Stothenberg open on the wing, something you never want to do defensively.
J.C. Basie with the ball, now hands it off to Bowman. Bowman dribbles it on top of the circle, now hands it off on the far side. Johnson has it now. And there's a steal by the Lady Tigers, 5th turnover by the Lady Cats. 3-on-2 there for a while. There's a long three-pointer that goes up, not good. Lander with the rebound. The turnaround shot is up, not good. And the foul is called, and Lander's Whitney Hansen will go to the free throw line for a couple.
And I believe with that three-pointer that Stothenberg has, she already has more points in this contest than she did against all the contests against the Lovell last weekend.
That's right. Hansen's shot is off the mark, doesn't go in, bounces off the right side of the iron. And now coming out of the game is Stothenberg. And we have Friday is going in to replace her, Kiera Friday. One more free throw for Whitney Hansen. We're down to 14 seconds to go here. First period of play. Shot is up, and Whitney hits it. And Lander takes the lead, 11-10, with just a few seconds left here in the first period. There's Bowman, loses the basketball, picked up by the Lady Tigers. Shot down to Whitney Hansen, underneath Megan Winfield for 2.
Great defense by the Tigers, forcing a turnover along the perimeter. Everybody leaking back. Bobcats were sleeping in transition. Megan Winfield, easy open look for 2, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. After 1, Tigers lead the Bobcats 13-10.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Back again in Thermopolis, where the Lady Tigers trailed most of the first period of play and then took the lead here with 14 seconds to go with a free throw and a quick basket on a turnover by the Lady Cats. So Lander has the ball as we start the second period of play. There's Megan Winfield on the far side over to Ryan Bell. In the middle for Hansen. She falls down, gets the ball off to Kiera Friday. Friday over around the horn now. Goes back over to Megan Winfield. Bounce pass now. Hansen has it. Cross court. The ball's tipped, but it's picked up by Ryan Bell. Bounce pass is knocked away. It'll be a turnover for the Tigers, a held ball, and it'll go to Thermopolis on the alternating possession. Tigers are a little soft on those throws, and they've had a couple of them tipped and resulting in turnovers.
Yeah, if you're going to do a cross-court pass across the key where everybody's at, you got to make sure to put some zip on it. If you're not going to put zip on it, you better do a rainbow pass, kind of like you're shooting it from one end of the court to the other.
Myers has the ball now, launches a 3-ball. It's good. Lane Myers with the 3-ball, and we are now tied at 13, just underway in the second period. On the far side, Megan Winfield doesn't take the three ball over to Hansen. Underneath, back now, there's a turnaround. 360 move by Hansen. It's not good. And we have a breakaway by Thermopolis, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, just a little bit too much adrenaline that time.
Yeah, good break. Lucky break for the Tigers. The Bobcats were leaking out there off the rebound. They had an open player down court, being J.C. Bassey. Luckily for the Tigers, that outlet pass a little bit led her too far. Be turnover. Thermopolis Tigers have the ball.
Thermopolis now in a three-quarter court defense, and we have a blocking foul going to be called on Camry Bowman before Bell got it to the timeline. Now Whitney Hansen will take it out of bounds for Lander to Talene Tendor. Back to Hansen, cross court, Stothenberg at her favorite three-point shot spot. But she's covered, so she doesn't take it. Off to Hansen. Hansen on the right wing, dribbles it back toward the top of the circle. In the corner, it goes to Tendor. Tendor cross court. There's Hansen. Hansen's got the ball underneath. Goes to Norse, back to Tendor. Now a little bit of motion there. Tigers are trying to get something open, Josh. So they're doing a lot of ball passing. There's on the far side to Stothenberg. Stothenberg in the middle to Hansen from short range. Good. Whitney Hansen. That's her third point of the game, and the Tigers go out on top 15-13.
Tigers finally have enough ball movement to break that 2-3 zone with Thermopolis. They did a good job of double teaming the person that had the ball, because there's another three-pointer made by the Bobcats. They'll take the lead 16-15. Tigers need to keep doing that in order to get good looks.
Lane Myers with her second tray in a row. Tigers look now to answer as they trail by one. Whitney Hansen on top of the key, moves to the left-hand wing, reverses court. In the corner on the near side now to Tendor. She's fouled. And picking up her second personal foul is Camry Bowman, as she just crashed right into Tendor.
Get this, Ernie, looking at the stats. Lane Myers on the season before this game, 3-point makes, 2 out of 38, shooting 5%. She's already got 2 in this game.
Yeah, 2 out of 2, too. Okay, Hansen has the ball, looking to throw it in. She better hurry. Does inside to Tendor in the backcourt. She'll move it in now, across the timeline. Moves on the right wing, calling some instructions out. She drives the baseline, is blocked out there. Triple teamed and fouled by Mariah Brooks, who crashed into her. Tough defense by Thermopolis, but they're getting a little bit too close.
Yeah, and the thing about the Tigers is they're not quite sure how to do this rotating double team. Doesn't matter where they're at on the perimeter. As soon as somebody has the ball where they're looking to shoot, one of the baseline players leaks out, and they will double team that person on the perimeter.
5 minutes to go, first half of play. Whistle, and we have a violation against Lander. No, we have a foul against Lander on Stothenberg. Demi Stothenberg picks up a foul away from the basketball. So the Tigers putting on full court pressure again. Here's a long pass down court to Bassey. Bassey drives the lane on a dribble drive, has the ball taken away from her, and we have a foul on Thermopolis when they tried to get the ball back. So that's a turnover by Thermopolis and the foul against J.C. Bassey. And 4:50 to go, 16-15. And already that's the 7th team foul against Thermopolis. And Lander now goes to the free throw line to shoot the one and bonus. And here's Tendor. And the shot is up and off, not good by Talene. Rebound goes to Thermopolis. Down court to Bowman, Candace Bowman. The ball's knocked away, and the Lander girl stood there, and Thermopolis came over and got it. There's a 3-ball shot, up off, not good by Candace Bowman, and a foul on the rebound against Thermopolis. Well, the Tigers were flat-footed there. They didn't go after the ball, and Thermopolis did and got the ball back, but then commit the foul. 8th foul against Thermopolis.
One of those times it's kind of like in baseball where you've got two outfielders in the same position. I got it, no you got it, no you got it, and then it drops between them.
Yeah.
And even though the Tigers have come out a little flat-footed here in the first half, they're still playing clean basketball. Right now, the team foul situation, Thermopolis has 8, Lander only has 2.
Stothenberg's free throw is good. 6th point of the game, and as you mentioned, Josh, that's more points than she had in the entire last game against Lovell.
Yeah, after she had that season-high performance of 23 points against Worland with 7 3-pointers made, she only made 1 basket against Lovell, and now in this one looks like she's going to be one of the key scorers for the Lady Tigers.
And she gets the second one, and it goes 16 to 17 to 16. Lander leading by 1. 4.5 minutes to go. Tigers putting on pressure in the backcourt. Traveling called on Thermopolis. That's their 9th turnover of the game, and Lander now leading 17 to 16 will get the ball in the forecourt on the near side in front of the Thermopolis bench.
And that's the second or third time that Camry Bowman has traveled after she's been met closely in that full court press.
Inbounds pass comes to Tendor. Tendor on the right side, outside. Now she tries to dribble drive under the basket, kicks it back out. Underneath the basket now to Friday, who scores. Nice shot there on the assist and the basket by Kiera Friday.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an awkward pass by Talene. It looked like he was going for the shot, but saw that the defender was leaking away from Kiera Friday, so she throws it over the top. Kiera down low on the block, draws the contact, puts it up and in for 2. And coming in for Thermopolis is number 11, Ina King.
Free throw is up and good. Nothing but net that time by no, that was Ryan Bell, wasn't it?
Kiera Friday.
Oh, yeah, Kiera Friday, that's right. Tigers fall down on the play on defense, but Thermopolis, undoubted, gets the ball down court. There's a give and go to Bowman, and she draws the foul underneath the basket. Personal foul is going to go against Megan Winfield, her first. 3:56 to go, first half of play. Lander by 4, 20 to 16 so far. Tigers with that quick defense. Camry Bowman trying to get it away. Oh, she almost traveled with the ball. And it is. She throws it away. Stolen away. 10th turnover. Bell down court. There's a three-pointer by Stothenberg. No, and we have an over the back, I think. Well, let's wait. Let's wait for the call. No, we'll have 2 shots. It's on Thermopolis. It was an over the back on Thermopolis. So Stothenberg goes to the line, and the first personal foul on Ina King. Stothenberg at the line. She already has 7 points. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
And Tigers are in the double bonus, so any foul will automatically give them 2 free throws for the rest of this second quarter. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Tigers on a 5-0, now a 6-0 run as the score goes 22 to 16. 6-point lead. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Nice attempt there by Tendor, but the ball.
Wait a minute. Thermopolis touched it. Why is it their ball?
Well, we're playing in Thermopolis, so.
Unless she, it looked like she saved it before she went out of bounds, but I guess the ref thought otherwise.
Nice steal by Friday underneath the Tendor. There's a bounce pass on the near side to Winfield, to Stothenberg, back to Megan Winfield. Winfield drives in the lane, drives through the lane, gives it off. There's a long 3 points by Tendor. Yeah, Talene Tendor, and it now goes 25-16 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. There's a response shot put up off not good by Brooks. Tigers get the rebound quickly down the court. 2-on-3. Winfield from the free throw line gets another one. Megan Winfield.
Sorry about that, Ernie. Winfield drives in, stop and pop, puts it in. Tigers now on an 8-0 scoring run. They lead 27-16. Thermopolis takes a timeout. We'll be back after this.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Dazzlin Hunt with the inbounds goes to Camry Bowman. Bowman tries to get it down court. She does. And a blocking foul on Megan Winfield.
She's got the smile on her face. She knew it too. She thought the Thermopolis player was going to pass it, so she got up in the air, and as soon as she did that, she's like, oh no, she's not passing it. Good job by the Lady Bobcat to take advantage of it. Just run into her, get the foul.
Second personal on Megan Winfield. There's the inbounds knocked out of bounds by Tendor. 2:48 to go until halftime. Lander with an 11-point lead after that big run here in the second quarter. Here's the inbounds pass underneath the basket. There's a shot up and no good by Bowman. Rebounded by the Tigers down court. There's Kiera Friday. Friday in the lane. Bounce passes over to Tendor, who travels. Just the fifth turnover by the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, Ryan Bell saw that she had the opening there, tried to cross over and get the move inside. Unfortunately, she moved both of her feet before she got the ball down on the floor.
Here's the inbounds pass, long inbounds pass, turnover, captured that time by Stothenberg. Over to Winfield on the left-hand wing, and she throws it away. And it'll be, well, now Thermopolis touches it, and it rolls out of bounds, and the Tigers will have it.
That was a 100 IQ play by Ryan Bell. She saw that the Bobcat defender was there. She's like, yeah, go ahead and touch it, or else you get the ball anyway.
That's right.
And good, luckily for her, the Bobcat player has it bounce off her shoe, go out of bounds. Tigers still get possession of the ball.
Lander with the basketball now, moving left to right here on the floor at Hot Springs County High School. Ryan Bell with it on the right wing. Bell dribbling it now, reverses direction, tries to get inside the lane, can't do that, so bounces underneath, and it goes to Tendor, and she's fouled on the baseline. And we have white number 2, that's Camry Bowman. I believe that's her third personal foul, Josh.
That's her third, and that's about the team's 12th foul, so that'll send Tendor to the line for 2.
Celine 0 for 1 so far, I should say 0 for 1, and she missed that one to the left-hand side. Barely grazed the left-hand side of the rim that time.
Coming in for the Tigers is Layla Norris for Kiera Friday. So on the floor for the Tigers, you have Winfield, Stothenberg, Norris, Tendor, and Ryan Bell.
And guess who knocks it in? Tendor uses the bank shot to get the free throw in, and it goes 28-16. Lander Tigers with the lead on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. 2 minutes to go here, first half. Ball's tipped away, but recovered by Lane Myers for Thermopolis. Thermopolis, Myers just dribbles it slowly, now hands it off. The ball's knocked. Turnover, picked up by the Tigers, all the way down. Lays it up, and no, but she'll get 2. Nice drive by Whitney Hansen.
Whitney Hansen comes in the game and immediately has an impact, gets the steal right about at half court, takes it down court herself, coast to coast, well, 3/4 coast to coast, and draws the foul. She'll go to the line for 2 as Tigers are looking to extend that scoring streak still, as it is now 29-16 with one more free throw for Hansen.
13-point bulge or run here by the Tigers. 13-point run. Here's Whitney's second personal or free throw, and it bounces around but goes in. So it's 30-16, a 14-point run here by the Lander Lady Tigers with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go. Down court, it's Ruth Ann Johnson. Johnson facing stiff pressure. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Stothenberg.
And the big thing for Lady Bobcats, they already have 2 players that have 3 fouls, and we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, Camry Bowman and J.C. Basie have 3 fouls apiece. No one in foul trouble for the Tigers. Knocked out of bounds by Winfield again.
Now it looks like they're going to call her for the foul.
Oh, they are going to call her for the foul. And that's her third. Well, just as I say, no one in foul trouble. They say 2 on her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. So 2 fouls on Megan Winfield. Here we go now with Dazzlin Hunt. Hands it off to King. King has the ball knocked away, but King picks it back up again. She rolls on top of the key to Myers. Myers to the right-hand wing, travels with the ball. 14th turnover, and now coming back into the game is Mariah Brooks for Thermopolis. And coming out of the contest is King.
Did you say it's their 14th turnover already?
Yeah, 14th.
Dang, they averaged 23 turnovers a game, so they're already well past halfway on that one.
Under a minute to go here in the first half. Lander on a 14-0 run. Leads 30-16. And Megan Winfield comes out of the game for the Tigers, and coming in is Aslan Donahue. First time she's been in the first half this year, I believe.
I think so, yeah. Usually we see her in the second half, but I have watched a couple of the girls' JV games. She's definitely one that is not afraid of contact. She will force it inside if she needs to, and will do anything she can to get open and do a good job.
Well, almost a turnover on the inbounds pass.
She got stuck in the middle, but she recovered. It's like, I can't touch it. You got to come get it.
Yeah, you got to come get it. And so coming and getting it was Ryan Bell. Now it's back to Hansen. To Donahue. Donahue drives the baseline, pumps it back out. There's Ryan Bell now with the basketball. Ryan turns around, goes through the lane, lays up a shot, not good, and she draws the foul. Nice drive by Ryan Bell. And the personal foul is going to go against Dazzlin Hunt. And that is her third personal foul. So we have 3 Lady Cats with 3 fouls each. And go ahead.
They average 20 fouls a game, and I think now they're at 15 or 16 fouls just here in the first half.
13 fouls. I just counted them up there. You were close.
I rounded up.
Ryan Bell hits the first one. Second one, nothing but nylon as it goes right through, and it's 32-16 as the Tigers knock the ball away on the inbounds pass, and Thermop will have it again with 31 seconds.
I don't think Thermop has scored in just about 6 minutes here in the second quarter.
No, they haven't, Josh. You're absolutely right. Here's the inbounds pass stolen away by Stothenberg. Underneath, there's a shot. Lay it up. Good for for Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell now with 9 points in the game, and it's 34-16. 23 seconds to go. Ball stolen away. Another turnover by Thermopolis. We've got a 3-on-2 underneath.
Nice
Donahue.
pass. Oh, darn it.
Missed the layup, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll go to Thermopolis.
Oh, man, they had the perfect 2-on-1 fast break. Donahue had it. And I think she was a little too open, put it a little too juiced, but I think that's one of the reasons why she's in here in that in the JV contest. She is by far one of the tightest defenders that the Tigers have on JV.
Another pass. Here's Stothenberg, and is it going to count? Stothenberg, is it going to count? Yes, it's going to count. She gets the basket and will go to the line. Personal foul called on Candace Bowman, her first. So Demi at the line. She's 4 for 4. Make it 5 for 5. And it goes 37-16. Yeah, and this quarter is going to end without Thermopolis getting another point. And there's the end of the first half of play. Lander 37 and Thermopolis 16. The Lady Cats only scored 6 points in that second quarter, and they were both by Lane Myers, who we talked about, who had the 2 threes.
Yeah, and after that, they were scoreless the rest of the quarter, and the Tigers more than double them up. They scored 24 points that quarter. We were talking about they started a little bit lackadaisical, and they weren't awake. Well, I think they woke up that second quarter.
All right, well, we'll be back with a recap of the first half, and some other information for you right after we listen to this.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression, and I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Well, the Lander Lady Tigers went on a 21-0 tear at the end of the second period of play to take a 37-16 lead. The game was tied at 16, and then the Tigers woke up and started playing some pretty good basketball and have the lead here at halftime. The individual scoring for Thermopolis is really easy. Mariah Brooks had 6, Lane Myers 8, and Camry Bowman 2. That was it. They only scored 6 points in that second half of play, and Lander outscored the Lady Cats 24-6. Now on the Lander side of the ledger, leading scorer is Demi Stothenberg. She has 12 points, 2 field goals, 1 3-point, and 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Ryan Bell has 9 points, 3 field goals. She's 3 for 4 from the line. 4 points by Talene Tendor. She has 1 tray and 1 for 3 from the line. We have 4 points by Whitney Hansen, 1 basket. And let's see. Oh, no, I missed that free throw. She has actually 5 points here at halftime. 1 field goal, 3 for 3 from the line. Megan Winfield, 2 field goals for 4 points. And Kiara Friday, a field goal and an extra point, 1 for 1. for a total of 3 points. Thermopolis has committed 17 turnovers, and their average per game is 23, so they're very close to that. Lander had 5 turnovers. Their average is 16, so they are well under. And I think, Josh, the Lady Cats just got frustrated there in that later stages of the second period and just started throwing the ball, not really knowing where it was going, and Lander got a ton of turnovers.
Yeah, Lander did really good job. Man-to-man defense, full court pressure, staying close to the Thermopolis shooters, which they didn't do a very good job of at the beginning of this contest, which is why Coach Stothenberg called a timeout within the first couple minutes of this contest, because they were kind of lackadaisical on defense. They were not closing out on the shooters. They're not doing a good zone. They weren't being very forceful on their full court pressure. And then in that second quarter, we always talk about halftime adjustments. Well, you have quarter-to-quarter adjustments too. Tigers did a really good job of finding out what they needed to do. They did a lot better as soon as they switched to a man defense instead of a zone, and they did a great job of finding that these Thermopolis Lady Bobcats don't like it when you pressure them. They forced a lot of travels. They forced a lot of turnovers, and we've talked about it that these Lady Tigers are really good with anticipation and closing down passing lanes and clogging them up to force those turnovers. That's exactly what they did, especially in the second quarter.
We'll be back with the second half right after we listen to these.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Well, back again in Thermopolis, where we're ready for the final 16 minutes of this game. The Lander Valley Tigers leading 37-16. It was 13-10 at the end of the first period of play, and Lander came out just a little bit flat, and they turned on the Jets thanks to a lot of turnovers by the Lady Cats, and Lander now leads by that 21 points. And Thermopolis didn't score after their first 2 baskets of the second quarter.
No, those 2 made threes by Lane Myers, who we mentioned before this contest, was 2 of 38 from beyond the arc. She already doubled that in that second quarter, and now see if they can get some points up on the board in the second half.
Here's Tendor in the middle. Underneath it goes to
good
Stothenberg.
pass.
Her shot around the corner is good. Nice shot off the glass by Demi, and it goes 39-16.
And a great assist there by Whitney Hansen. Down in the key, turns around, sees Stothenberg leaking on the weak side, puts it up and in for 2.
3-on-2 break for the Tigers. Winfield,
darn.
loses the ball underneath. We have a held ball, and I think that'll go to Thermopolis. So that'll be a turnover, number 6 for the Tigers. They had a pretty good 3-on-2 break there, but just kind of broke down once they got in the paint. Here's the inbounds pass, comes into Camry Bowman, a senior. Now off to Mariah Brooks, down court, back to Bowman. Bowman drives the baseline, puts up a shot that's not good. Boy, it's pulled out of the air by Tendor. Long shot down court. A bad pass by the Tigers. And Thermopolis gets it. Landers, 2 turnovers in a row. 2-on-1. The ball's knocked away by Tendor. Nice job by Tendor. And the Tigers go the other way. Down court, it's Ryan Bell. No, not 2. Rebounded there by Daslin Hunt, who's playing with 3 personal fouls for the Lady Cats. Also, J.C. Bassey and Camry Bowman have 3 fouls each. So now Thermopolis comes down the court, and there's another turnover. Past it. See those bounce passes that I love so much. Underneath is Taylene Tendor for 2, and she's got 6 in the game, and it's 41-16.
3 consecutive turnovers for the Bobcats, seeing if they can turn that around. Tigers have gone down the court and scored almost every time off of those turnovers, and that's what's helped them extend this lead. Again, we mentioned it was tied 16-16, and that was early in the second quarter. Bobcats haven't scored since. Tigers now lead 41-16.
At the line, Daslin Hunt, the foul on Tendor, her first. And the free throw is not good. So got to call the janitors out, see if there's a lid on that basket.
Might be.
Of course, that was the one the Tigers were using in the second quarter.
Right.
Okay, so I don't think there's a lid, and no, it goes in for Daslin Hunt, and the scoring streak, the drought, has been broken. Tigers quickly down court, on the middle, knocked out of bounds, so Lander will have it underneath the Thermopolis basket. 6:13 to go, period number 3.
And that was a good read and recovery by Mariah Brooks. She saw that her man was leaking along the baseline, came over and poked it out of bounds.
There's a shot from the corner for 3. No, not good by Winfield. Rebound comes down court to Bowman. Bowman looking to find an open person. Now she drives the baseline, puts up a shot, knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Winfield got a hand on it, so Thermop will have the ball under the Lander basket. Here comes the inbounds pass. Bounce pass over in the corner, and it gets away. We have a held ball, and that'll go to Lander on the alternating possession.
Good tie up there by Whitney Hansen. Saw that the Thermop player was having some struggle getting possession of the ball. She knew that she had the possession arrow in her favor. Go ahead and tie it up and give them the ball back.
Tendor brings it down in the corner, stops, drives the baseline, fires it, and out of bounds. That was a heck of a shot that time.
Megan Winfield gets up smiling again after that athletic effort. It was a good pass, just a little bit awry, a little too wide. She tried to do her best acrobatic impression to keep it in bounds, but unfortunately toe touched the baseline.
Thermopolis with the ball after a couple of mishaps there in the back court. Thermop retains possession. Daslin Hunt hands off to Basie. Now in the corner it goes. There's Mariah Brooks. No, shot's not good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Off. And that was a great move that time by Tendor as she just slapped the basketball right off of Brooks. So it was the Tigers' ball.
And that was the one thing you'll notice about Taline Tendor. She not only has quick hands defensively, but she's got a great basketball IQ. There's been a couple times where she knows she's fallen out of bounds. She'll throw it off the opposing player to get possession as Tiffany, no, that's her mom. Demi Stothenberg gets a three-pointer, another one down. I believe she's now in double digits in scoring.
There's a long one for Thermopolis, not good. Tendor with the rebound. She's on the baseline and draws the foul. And that's Basie's 4th personal foul for Thermopolis. And taking it out now is Hansen. And let's see. So we had 12, 14, 17 points for Demi Stothenberg.
Oh, so she's been in double digits for a while. I'm behind.
Yeah,
That's all right. Thanks for correcting me there, Ernie. I know what I'm talking about.
No worries. I just had to count it up since you mentioned it. I wasn't sure where she was at. Okay, timeout on the floor. We'll be back. Lander 44, Thermopolis 17.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Ryan Bell brings it down the court after the inbounds pass. She moves into the forecourt on the left wing off to Tendor. Tendor dribbles the ball slowly, directing traffic now for the Lady Tigers. She's at the just offside the free throw line. And there's a bounce pass. You know, I've said this before. I probably ought to stop saying it. Boy, I hate those bounce passes through the lane. All alone underneath the basket. Up for 2 is Camry Bowman. And that is now a 28-3 run by the Lander Tigers.
Good hesitation there. She had the shot fake, saw that the defender was coming from behind her, decides to keep it down and puts it up for the open look for 2.
Here's Whitney Hansen is fouled as she goes for the basket in the paint. She'll shoot free throws. And the personal foul is going to be whistled on Mariah Brooks, her second. So Whitney Hansen at the line. She has 5 points in the game. 4 for 4 from the line now as she hits that one.
The Tigers are doing a real good job from the free throw line. I believe Talene Tendor and maybe Ryan Bell each have missed 2.
Next shot is up and good. Just automatic, 46-17. Lander with the big lead. We're halfway through the third period of play. And a double dribble, another turnover. That is 22 turnovers now by Thermopolis.
And a lot of them have been when the Tigers are in that full court pressure against Camry Bowman. As soon as she has a problem of picking up her dribble too soon, and then she either double dribbles or she travels when the Tigers have a tight grip defensively.
Okay, here we go. In the corner, Winfield for 3. In and out, not good. Rebound goes to Thermopolis. With it is Johnson. She fires it off to Bowman, who will bring it into the forecourt on the far side outside. Dribbles on the top of the circle, hands it off now to Myers. Myers launches a 3. No, this is no good. Rebound is out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander. That was a close one.
That was. I thought maybe it went off Hansen's knee when she fell down. But Tigers will take the benefit of the call.
Yep. We have a number 27 coming into the game. I don't know who that is. It's not on our roster. Maybe it's on the...
No, not on there either.
Yeah, not on the roster. So her first time in a varsity game tonight as the Tigers have the ball. There's Ryan Bell in the paint. There's a nice one by Tendor for 3. It barely moved the nets. And she now has 9 points in the game, 49-17. Lander with the lead, and there's almost a turnover. Bowman picks it up, puts the shot up, not good. Nice block. Second block tonight by the Tigers.
Yeah, that was a good block by Demi Stothenberg had great positioning, got all ball, didn't hack her on the arm. It does go out of bounds, but good defensive pressure here for the Tigers.
Here's the inbounds pass, and it's going to go all the way down court and out of bounds. No, it doesn't go out of bounds.
She saved it.
Yeah, she saved it. Nice run there. That was Sadie Burr, and a steal by Stothenberg, and the layup for 2 more.
Nice. Demi Stothenberg, again, active hands on defense, gets the steal, takes it with her. Nice little step move to the. Oh,
was that a
dang!
Nice
as soon as I said Demi Stothenberg made a good move, Camry Bowman just did the same one against her. Unfortunately, didn't have the same result.
And we have a whistle and a travel on Winfield. That's Lander's 9th turnover.
And she made that 3, too.
Yeah, she made the 3.
Darn it.
Darn. There's that little hop there just before she shot the ball.
Yeah.
She's got that big smile on her face again, and Coach Stothenberg does the little fist bump with her as she comes off the floor. 2:23 to go, 3rd period.
As she's on the bench. I can't believe I just did that.
There's the ball tipped away. Nice defensive move, another turnover. Down court, here's Norris, and she almost turns it over to Tendor. Tendor has the ball on top of the circle. Over on the near side to Whitney Hansen. Hansen dribbles it back over to Tendor. Or to Norris, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, Tendor.
That's Tendor, you're right.
Yeah. On the corner, there's a
pass.
shot by Whitney Hansen for 2 more. Wow, Whitney, what a great shot that was.
She leaked behind all 3 defenders on the baseline by Thermopolis. Nobody picked her up. She's there in the corner from about 10 feet, puts up the open shot from the baseline for 2.
And Tendor gets a reach-in foul as Thermopolis brings the ball down the court. And we have some substitutions now, a bunch of them for Thermopolis. Well, actually, only one. Camry Bowman comes out. And coming in is Darian Bell for Lander as Talene Tendor goes to the bench. There's the inbounds pass underneath. Shot is up and good, and we'll have a foul on Lander underneath the basket.
That was Sierra Friday reached over from behind. That's her first foul, I believe.
Yes.
And right now, team fouls. Thermopolis has 2, Lander has 3, with just over 90 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's the old-fashioned three-point play that is not good. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Thermopolis. Lander will have it in the backcourt. Minute 33 to go here in the 3rd period of play. Lander leading 53-21. Thermopolis putting on full-court pressure. Lander better get it in. Now they do. Coming down the floor with it is Kiera Friday. Friday bouncing around, dribbling the ball. Far side it goes. In the middle, underneath, turnaround, jump shot, off the glass. Almost rebounded by Hansen on that shot by Stothenberg. Hansen on the outside. Here we go. In the middle, foul over the back is going to be called on Daslyn Hunt, and that'll be her 4th. And Lander will have it out with 1:11 to go here in the 3rd period of play. Inbounds to Hansen on top. Around to Darian, now over to Demi. Shots up, off, not good, out of bounds, and it'll go to Thermopolis with 1:03 to go. Camry Bowman coming back in for the Bobcats, and coming out is Daslyn Hunt with 4 fouls.
And Ina King's coming in for Thermopolis, as well as Mariah Brooks takes a breather. Bowman still has 4 fouls, correct?
Correct. Here's the Camry Bowman. No, actually, she's got 3, I think, unofficially. Yeah. Okay, Lane Myers, who hit those 2 trays, hasn't had anything since. And the ball's knocked away. Nice move by Kiera Friday. Bounce pass underneath. Well, that was a good one that time. In the middle of the lane, Whitney Hansen. Oh, she traveled. But she got away with it.
Oh, man. She didn't quite know what to do. She had the position. There's just enough people around her. Tigers get another turnover. Foul inside. They'll have it underneath their own basket. Tigers are just absolutely just punishing Thermopolis with the turnovers and the active hands on defense, whether it's full court press, down underneath, clogging the passing lanes. Tigers just all over the place.
Camry Bowman now has 4 fouls. Here's Stothenberg outside the arc, dribble drives the baseline, in the lane, off the glass, too strong. She rebounds and scores and one. Stothenberg is really putting on a nice show here this afternoon. Personal fouls on Lane Myers, her first. Let's see, that's 12, 14, 17, 19, 21 points now by Stothenberg. And she's at the line.
With a chance to make it 22, and one more point will tie that season high at 23 that she had against Worland just last weekend.
Oh, free throw is missed. King goes high for the rebound, and it goes 57 to 19. Long pass down court. Underneath, the ball's taken away by Lander. 26th turnover. They average 26 here. Underneath the bat, there's the shot, goes up. By Friday, the period ends, and after 3 periods of play, it's Lander 57 and Thermopolis 21. Back after this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Well, Thermopolis is going downhill. They scored 10 points in the first quarter, 6 points in the second quarter, and 5 points in the third quarter, and now trail 57 to 21 as we start the final 8 minutes of play here. Following this game, we'll have the boys' game between the Bobcats and the Lander Tigers. And Thermopolis will take the ball out. Sadie Burr comes into the game, and she's on the sideline there, and she'll inbounds the ball to Lane Myers. She walks it across the Bobcat face, holds it, fires it on the near side, goes to Brooks. Brooks fires a shot, not good, rebounded by Talene Tendor. Tendor races down the court for the Tigers in the corner. Is that Ryan Bell? Yeah, numbers are a little hard to see here. They've got small numbers on the front of their uniforms. Green on green, it's tough to see. There's a shot up by Norris, not good. Rebound fought. We've got a jump underneath the basket for the held ball, and it will stay with Lander. 57-21, 7.5 minutes to go. And the officials are holding up play for some reason. Equipment malfunction?
I don't know.
Wardrobe malfunction there on Norris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's
tuck her jersey back in.
Has to tuck the jersey in. Can't play with an untucked jersey. Okay. Jersey is fixed, and here we go. Inbounds to Tendor. Tendor, far side outside, midway between the two lines. Looking for help. She finds Ryan Bell. Ryan brings it across. She's on top of the circle, goes to the left side, reverses direction. Tries to back her way into the lane. She goes through the lane, on top to Winfield for 3. No, just a little long, but rebounded there by Ryan Bell. Now gives it off underneath. The ball squirts away, picked up on the far side by the Tigers, and here's Winfield for another 3. This one's good.
Winfield from the near side wing, one of her favorite spots, whether it's the near side wing, far side wing. You give her the ball on the arc and she's got any sort of space, she's going to take that shot, and more times than not, she's going to make it.
Traveling on Thermopolis on the way down the court. Let's see, they have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27 turnovers in the game. Lander's forced a lot of those with their tough defense. So Tendor brings it down for Lander. Far side outside, midway between the two lines. She drives the baseline now, fires it out to Winfield. She hits the floor, and she is down, and the official doesn't make the call, and now they do after Aslan Donahue makes a basket. So Donahue gets the basket at 62-21, and Cyril was out there to check on Talene.
Yeah, she hit the deck hard. I don't know if she was just laying there trying to collect her breath or she had a stinger on the elbow or what. But since she did stay down for a period of time, the refs are going to make her come out and take a breather just to make sure she's okay.
6:13 to go in the game. Lander 62, Thermopolis 21. Thermopolis plagued with turnovers in tonight's game here on their home court. Here's a nice shot over to Johnson. Oh, she misses the close-in shot, rebounded by the Tigers. Down court, Winfield, one-on-one, lays it up and one, and she got it.
Winfield going up strong with the left hand. She is a right-handed shooter, so often she'd like to do that layup on the opposite side of the basket. Went ahead, took the positioning, went in strong, drew the contact, forced through the contact, put it up and in, and she'll go to the line for the and one. The clock operator needs to stop the clock. Oh, I guess we've got a running clock because of the time difference. Never mind.
Yep. That foul was on Burr. Here's a long shot up for three, up off, not good by Myers.
Time difference, scoring difference.
Scoring difference. Here's Megan Winfield in the corner. It goes to Darian Bell. Back to Winfield outside the arc. 5 minutes to go in the game. Winfield just taking her time, looking for someone to come open. Now she makes a move, almost lost the dribble. Drives into the left-hand wing, gives it off to Bell. Bell across to Darian Bell, now to Norris. Darian Bell hesitated for the three. Now knocks a long pass as a turnover. And down court, oh, we have a little hop there and a basket by Mariah Brooks.
She decided she needed to take her time and collect herself before she put that one up and in. Tigers were able to catch up to her, but luckily she had enough gusto on the shot to put it up and in for two.
Winfield from the corner for three more. And she now has, 4, 7, 10, 12 points in the game. And it's 64-23.
That's her third three so far?
That's her third three.
Very good, very good.
And the running clock now at, we're halfway through the third final period. Shots up, off, not good by Burr. Rebound goes to Johnson. Johnson gives it off to Brooks. Brooks fires one, no, not good. Rebounded by Brooks, she fires again. No, not long. King rebounds, falls down, and a foul is going to be called on Lander underneath the basket.
Darian Bell.
Yeah, Darian gets her first personal foul.
How many turnovers have the Tigers had so far?
10.
Okay, I was gonna say I knew the difference was good. I thought maybe they were able to keep it under double digits, but still, 10 turnovers is under their average, so hopefully they're able to keep it at that mark.
And there's a steal on the inbounds pass by the Tigers. Norris brings it down underneath the basket. It goes to Hansen around the near side. Friday. There's Darian Bell, shots up, off, not good. Rebounded by the Tigers. We have a jump ball, and this one will go to Thermopolis.
Great job by Hansen getting inside, getting the position, jumping up high for the ball. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to clear out and get sole possession of it. Bobcats recovered nicely and forced the tie-up in the jump ball.
Under 3 minutes to go now, 2:50 on the running clock with Lander leading 67-23. Thermopolis moving the ball around. Johnson has it, and a reach-in foul on Darian Bell. And that will be her second. No, they call it on Norris. Not 3, but 13. So Layla Norris gets the personal foul. That's her first. Only the 5th team foul against the Tigers. Thermopolis has 6. There's Myers. Off to Johnson, off the glass, no. Rebound Norris, and tied up, and it'll go to Lander. Norris tied up there with J.C. Bassey. And the alternating possession goes to Lander with 2 minutes to go. Here's, Darian Bell gets a little offensive player control foul there.
Yeah, she's trying to get around the Thermopolis defender, that being Dazzlin Hunt. And it looked like Bell threw out a little bit of an elbow. Hunt went down hard. Look, she was holding the back of her head. Hopefully she didn't hit it too hard.
Lane Myers with the ball for the Lady Cats now. Hands it off to Hunt. Hunt on the near side to Burr. Burr, cross court it goes, intercepted by Myers. Myers in the lane, throws up a prayer. No, not answered. Rebounded by Hunt for Thermopolis to Johnson. Johnson on top to Bassey. Now near side to Burr. On top to Myers. Back to Johnson again. Under a minute to go now. Johnson drives the lane, can't shoot. There's a shot up by Bassey that's not good. Here's a 2-3-on-2 underneath. Whitney Hansen underneath misses, but the rebound is up and good.
Norris.
Yeah, Layla Norris got that one. That's her first 2 points of the game. 66-23 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. A half a minute to go here in the game. And there is a dribble that got away from Myers. Now it's across the court, touched by the Tigers, so not an over and back. Here's Johnson again. Oh, she just loses the basketball. 16 seconds to go. Down court, Hansen does a 360, lays it up, and good.
Nice. Good no call there by the refs. The Thermopolis player had just a little bit of contact, tried to throw it or draw the foul by going to the floor. That one goes out of bounds. That'll be the last play. Lady Tigers put a thumping on the Thermopolis Bobcats. I believe that's their best scoring output of the season, 71-23.
Yeah, it is. And we'll be back with a look at the stats and then the boys' game right after we do this. We'll come back with a Click It and Ticket post-game show.
I'm Bo Clark, coach of the University of Wyoming rodeo team, reminding you that putting on a seatbelt doesn't take 8 seconds and it can save your life.
Go Pokes, buckle up. I think the world needs more cowboys.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Back again in Thermopolis, and the final score, Lander Lady Tigers 71, and the Thermopolis Lady Cats 23. Lander led by Demi Stothenberg with 21 points. Also in double figures, Whitney Hansen with 13. Megan Winfield had 12. Talene Tendor had 9 points. Also with 9 was Ryan Bell. 3 points by Kiara Friday and 2 points by Aslan Donahue. For the Lady Cats, we had Lane Myers with 8 points, 10 points by Mariah Brooks, the only player in double figures, 2 points for Camry Bowman, and 1 point for Daslin Hunt. Lander led at the end of the first period, 13-3. At halftime, it was 37-16. At the end of the third quarter, 57-21. And the final score, 71-23. And the Tigers outscored the Lady Cats 14-2 in that final period of play. So Lander now moves to 11-4 on the season. And the Bobcats fall. They've got their 10th loss of the game. We're going to come up next with the boys game here from Hot Springs County High School as the Thermopolis Bobcats are now warming up. And we're now moved away from the Click It or Ticket postgame show. But Debbie Stothenberg will get our player of the game for her tremendous scoring here for the Lander Tigers. 21 points. She only missed one free throw. She was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So congratulations, Demi, our player of the game. And that ends our Click It or Ticket postgame show. Now we're into the Bailey Enterprises pregame show. Go with Bailey. And the Pit Stop Travel Centers in Lander, Riverton, and in Powell. There's one coming pretty soon in Worland. So looking at the Thermopolis Bobcats, as Josh said earlier, they average 59 points a game, and the Tigers only 46 points a game. Rebounds, 31 rebounds for the Cats and 22 for the Tigers. 13 assists by the Bobcats. They like to throw the ball around quite a bit. Only 9 for the Tigers. 12 steals for Thermopolis to 7 for Lander. 2 blocks in the game average by the Bobcats, 1 for the Tigers. The Achilles heel might be turnovers, 18 for Thermopolis, only 14 for Lander, and they have a tendency to foul more, 17 personal fouls to 15 personal fouls. The Bobcats are 26% from beyond the arc. The Tigers are 27%. In field goals, the Cats are 46%, the Tigers 42%, and from the free throw line, the Cats are 63%, and the Tigers only 54%. So you look at the stats here today, and it would seem to favor the Thermopolis Bobcats. They have a lot of scoring punch. Of course, the Cats have not played the same kind of schedule that Lander has. Most of Lander's games so far this year have been against Class 4A teams, and Thermopolis has been playing in the 3A and 2A ranks. And we'll be back with more from Hot Springs County High School after.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Back again at Thermopolis, and it's time for our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups, and with those, here's Josh.
All right, we will start with the visiting Lander Tigers. Starting at the forward position will be number 3, Kellen Donahue. One of the guards will be number 4, Jace LeClaire. Donahue will play guard. LeClaire will play guard. Tanner Bird will be forward. He's in number 5. Another guard will be the senior, number 11, Tisso Gwina. He had a really good scoring output against Lovell on Saturday. One of the things Stu Mullins has been telling him, preaching to him, he needs to take charge, take over the game, especially when it gets close in the second half, and he did a good job with that. Down in the other forward will be junior, number 23, Brennan Stothenberg. One of those where he's kind of adjusting his game. He's starting to realize that he isn't quite as good on the perimeter, but he's doing a really good job with his post moves and scoring inside. Starting for your Thermopolis Bobcats will be the senior, number 4, Jace Longwell. Another starter, 5'10", junior, number 5, Gavin Shamway. Another junior will be number 22, Corbin Simmerall. And senior, number 23, 6'1", Hardy Johnson. And senior, 5'11", number 10, Adley Coyne. And he is one of the 4 players that are averaging double figures. The leading scorer will be Hardy Johnson. He's averaging just under 18 points a game. Some of the Tigers are looking to lock down defensively. And those are your Sutherland's starting lineup. Sutherland's Fremont County Home Improvement Warehouse.
All right, well, we've got a nice little crowd on hand here tonight in Thermopolis. And this gym that's fairly similar to Landers. They have a balcony with the bleachers on the balcony. Not as many, of course, but nice floor. And Josh, I was admiring the Bobcat on the center of the floor here. Somebody did a really nice job with that artwork.
Yeah, they did a good job with design. It looks pretty fierce. And it looks definitely intimidating, kind of like, I like it. Tiger used to have the big tiger logo, tiger head on their court. Now it's the big paw, but definitely one of those that you come in the gym. One of the things you look at is not only the layout of the gym, but you look at the artwork on the baseline in the key, and definitely that half-court logo. One of those things that some people don't really think about, might put into the game. But if you got a strong team, they got a strong-looking court, that'll definitely go in the heads of your opponent.
And you mentioned it earlier in the girls' game, Minnesota Vikings would like this color lineup, wouldn't they?
The Lakers would too. They even got the purple and gold, purple and yellow banners hanging from the ceiling. I kind of like that. I mean, the Tigers have all their banners hung up on the one side of the wall of the gym, whereas here Thermopolis has all the rafters coming from the roof, hanging up all those championship banners from the roof. I like it. It looks good.
Tigers in their black uniforms with white numbers trimmed in Kelly green, and Thermopolis in white uniforms with purple numbers trimmed in yellow. And they've got kind of a diamond pattern down the legs of their shorts.
Old school look.
Yeah, it's an old school look. Tigers will jump with Brennan Stothenberg, and going for Thermopolis is Hardy Johnson. And Lander gets it. Boy, that was a powerful jump there by Stothenberg. Off to Tissot Gwynna, back to Stothenberg in the corner. Tissot Gwynna thought about the three, drives the baseline, can't shoot. Out on top, Tanner Bird. He's in the lane, can't get away there, so he fires it out to LeClaire. LeClaire to Stothenberg at the free throw line, gives it off to Donahue. Back to Tissot on top. All-conference performance last year by Gwynna. On the near side, Stothenberg to Donahue. He launches a three. It's just a little short. He gets his own, Stothenberg gets the rebound, puts it up. The tip is up. Coming away with it is Gavin Shumway for Thermopolis. Quickly down court in the middle. There's a shot up and good. Was that number 3? I don't have a number 3 on my roster here.
I think it was.
So Thermopolis goes ahead 2-0. There's a shot up by the Tigers, rebounded by LeClaire. LeClaire outside Tanner Bird for 3. No, it's way off the mark. Rebounded by, I know who that is. That's Jace Longwell. It's his number was 3 or 4, and he's wearing number 3 tonight. So that was Jace Longwell that got that basket. So a personal foul called on the Tigers' Tanner Bird, his first. And coming into the game now is McCoy Longwell. And coming out of the contest is Cord Simmerall. Thermopolis has it. Shot way in the backcourt. Goes to Hardy Johnson. Johnson in the corner on the far side. On the right wing. He dribbles out of it. Comes that out now to Coyne.
Ooh.
Shots up, no, not good. Tanner Bird high for the rebound. Bird brings it down off to Donahue. Tigers trail 2-0. Here's Donahue outside the arc, dribbles across the circle, fires it over to LeClaire, who kicks it to Bird. Bird on top of the key, moves back to the left wing to Stothenberg, now to Gwynna on the right side. Gwynna, bounce pass underneath Stothenberg, who fires it over to Bird, to Jace LeClaire. LeClaire underneath to Bird, trying to get an open shot there. That was a pretty good effort. Here's Stothenberg in the lane to Gwynna, underneath the Bird, underneath the basket. He kicks it out, can't shoot, to Donahue. Short range shot is good.
Great ball movement by the Tigers. They're trying to break that man-to-man defense, working around the perimeter, working it back inside, kicking it back out, cross court. They finally get the opening along the baseline, and they're on the board for 2.
And another foul on Tanner Bird for a push. That's Tanner's second personal foul here in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. And quickly he comes out of the game, and coming in for the Tigers is Bennett Washburn.
And Tanner Bird, that's unlikely for him. He's only averaging just over 1 foul a game so far this year.
And he's got 2 so far. So the inbounds pass comes inside to Hardy Johnson. Johnson makes a move. Oh, traveled.
Yep.
Yeah, first turnover of the game by Thermopolis. Score is tied at 2. 5:20 to go here in the first period of play. Tigers have the ball. Gwynna brings it down for Lander. Gwynna licks on top to Washburn. Near side, Donahue. Donahue back to LeClaire on top. LeClaire at the free throw line to Donahue. Dribbles it back out, looking for the open player. There's Stothenberg. Stothenberg tries to back his way into the lane. There's LeClaire open for 3. Jace LeClaire gets the 3 bomb, and Lander takes the lead 5-2. Nice ball movement by the Tigers. Down court, Hardy Johnson has it on the left wing. Johnson directing traffic. Now he tries a 3 to answer. No. Rebound by Stothenberg. Stothenberg off to Gwynna. Down court to LeClaire. LeClaire back to Gwynna. Gwynna, left side outside, drives the baseline, puts a shot up. It's too short from about 5 feet. Need a little more juice on that one and didn't get it. So the rebound goes to Hardy Johnson, and he'll just walk it into the court. Now over to Coyne. Coyne has the ball knocked away, but he picks it back up, gives it off to Shumway in the corner. There's a long 3 ball that's not good by Longwell. Rebounded by Thermopolis. There's Johnson inside the lane, and he puts it in for 2 as they beat the Tigers inside the lane. There's a nice drive by Tisso Gwynna. Boy, that's a patented drive by Gwynna.
Yeah, a long outlet pass by Stothenberg to Gwynna. He saw him leaking up towards the timeline. Gwynna just turned on the jets, puts it up and in for 2.
7-4, Lander with the lead. Down court, here's Gavin Shumway. Shumway gives it off there to Longwell, who can't shoot. All alone, Leclerc lays it up, and it doesn't go in. The tip by Washburn is not good.
Dang.
Well, that's an empty drive down the court by the Tigers, Josh.
Doesn't get any easier than that. Unfortunately, Leclerc just had the wrong angle on the layup, and it rolled off the front of the rim. Hardy
Johnson on the right wing, drives it in, fires it on the near side to Shumway. Shumway can't shoot. Now he does, hits it.
That was a difficult shot by Shumway's turnaround jumper from the elbow, and he puts it up and in, even with the close defense. Great defense, better offense at that point.
And we have a foul under the basket. Is going to be called against Jace Leclerc. That'll be his first, and they're going to give the ball to Thermopolis now. As coming into the game is Abe Lopez. And the substitutions can come in. Coming back in is Corman Cimarral for Thermopolis. Coming out is Gavin Shumway. Also coming out of the game is Coyne. And let's see who else came in for Thermopolis. So on the near side, it was number 12. That was Cord Cimarral. Okay. Down court, here's Jace Longwell. Longwell is fouled by Washburn as he drives to the basket.
And that's going to be the 4th team foul against the Tigers. Bobcats have yet to commit a foul here in the first quarter.
Bobcats will have it out of bounds. McCoy Longwell with it. There's the inbounds pass. Comes over to Jace Longwell. Almost lost it. There's a long 3-pointer up off, not good. That was Hardy Johnson. Long pass down court. Abe Lopez on the lane, off the glass. No. Too strong. Rebounded by Johnson. Down court it comes to Cimarral. His shot is not good. And we have a player control foul. That's the first foul on Thermopolis. And it will call Cord Cimarral, the 6-foot junior, his first.
That's just great positioning by Tisso Gwynna. Saw that Cimarral was on his way inside. He got the positioning, didn't move, stood tall, even with his shorter frame, stood tall, drew the contact, and got the charge.
And now he brings the ball down the court for the Tigers off to Lopez outside the arc. Lopez fires it over to Wheeler, who just came in the game, to Tisso Gwynna on the far side outside. Bounce pass in the middle to Wheeler. On top it goes Washburn. Washburn near side. Donahue at the free throw line kicks it back out to Wheeler. Now to Tisso Gwynna to Washburn. Washburn issues some instructions, and now we have Donahue at the baseline blocked out there. So he's going to maneuver his way to the free throw line out to Wheeler. To Gwynna underneath. There's a great shot, a block shot that time by Jace Longwell off of Washburn. There's a long pass down court to Longwell. Off now to Cimarral. There are 2 Cimarral boys on the team for Thermopolis. Right now we have Cord Cimarral with the ball, number 12. Hands it off to Corbin Cimarral, 22, whistle. And we have what?
A foul against Thermop.
Foul against Thermop. That's going to go against Cord Cimarral. He has both of Thermopolis' fouls. We're down to 1:11 to go here. First period of play. Lander with a 1-point lead, 7-6.
Oh, they said 22, not 12. It looked like the ref
22?
held up 12. Yeah, it's 22.
Right, so that was Corbin Cimarral, one of the 2 Cimarral brothers, gets it. Tigers have the ball. Gwynna comes out of the contest, and coming in is McClung. There's McClung over to Washburn to Lopez. Lopez missed the dribble there for a second. Retains it. Back to Donahue on the far side. Donahue on top to Silas Wheeler. Callum. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's Lopez in the middle, and we have a foul on Thermopolis underneath the basket. 22, that's Corbin Cimarral's second personal foul. So the only fouls are by the Cimarral brothers. Cord has 1, Corbin has 2. Lander inbounds the ball, and what? We have a foul on
Callum Wheeler.
No, it's a 30? Yeah. Callum Wheeler gets the foul.
Tried to push off the defender there, getting position on the inbound pass. The ref saw it and called him for the foul, and that'll be a turnover to the Tigers.
McClung almost got the steal on the inbounds pass. Here's Gavin Shumway with it now. Long pass down court, and it's picked up underneath the basket. Turnaround jump shot is not good. Rebounded by McClung. McClung, long pass, has it tipped away. Turnover Tigers. Down court, off the glass. No. Rebound up and no. Rebounded by the Tigers. Taken away by Thermopolis. Shots up. No, not good. Out of bounds, and it'll go to the Tigers.
Oof.
Whoa, 3 offensive boards.
Yeah, and Abe Lopez got away with one there. The ref didn't see the contact. He went all the way up the arm of the Thermopolis player. Everybody on the Thermopolis bench, including their coach, was up in arms looking for the foul call. They don't get it. Tigers will have it out of bounds, inbounding it from under their own basket. 11 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
And the inbounds pass comes to Tisso Gwynna. Gwynna drives it all the way down to the baseline, kicks it out to Wheeler. Back to Gwynna for 3. It bounces around, no, and that's the end of the first period of play. And the score, Lander 7 and Thermopolis 6.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Well, Josh, you just noticed that Thermopolis only has 2 cheerleaders out here tonight.
Not often we see cheerleaders, but, I mean, Thermopolis is a smaller school, or maybe they just didn't have good participation for tonight. But there's 2 cheerleaders. They're cheering loud and proud. All props to them.
And, of course, in the girls' game before this, we had 3 senior band members, and the band director played the national anthem in one of the better national anthems we've heard all season long.
Small and mighty.
That's right. Okay, Thermopolis McCoy Longwell, a 5'9 junior, will take the ball out at center court. Tigers still looking at that full court defense. Here's a long inbounds pass, goes to Gavin Shumway. Shumway brings it down across the timeline. Now underneath the basket to Coyne. Coyne in the corner. There's a long three-pointer up off, not good. Rebound is going to go to Thermopolis with the ball there on the near side. What is that, 5? That's Shumway. Shumway to Harley Johnson. Does a 360, turns, shoots. It's off, not good. Tigers get the rebound. And it's Jace LeClaire who just came back into the game. Fires it over to Gwynna into the forecourt now. Washburn has it to Stothenberg. Stothenberg pops a shot from 16 and gets it.
Stothenberg moving to his right, saw the defender leaked off, looking for him to drive inside, stop and pop, puts it up and in from the right elbow.
And now we have a basket on the other side. Jace Longwell gets it. That's his 4th point of the game. And it goes 9-8 now. Lander, long shot, up off, not good. There's the rebound by Hardy Johnson, all the way down court, laying it up and in. Nice drive on the dribble that time by Gavin Shumway. That's his 4th point of the game. And it goes 10-9. Thermopolis with the lead. Here's Jace LeClaire from the corner, not good. Rebound picked out of the air by Coyne. Coyne brings it all the way down to Longwell. Ball's taken away. Whistle and a foul on Thermopolis on the reach-in, trying to get the ball back. 6:11 to go until halftime. Thermopolis 10 and Lander 9.
The foul was on number 12.
That's Cord Simmerall, his second.
Yep.
Okay, coming into the lineup is Carter Ayers for Lander. And going to the bench was Wheeler. Okay, here's Jace LeClaire. LeClaire over to Ayers. Ayers near side Gwynna. Gwynna dribbles it around to the top of the arc. Now back over to the right side to Ayers. In the lane all alone. Puts up the shot and in. Carter Ayers comes into the game and scores right away.
Carter Ayers working along the baseline. Was able to get the separation needed. Gets the basket for 2.
Stothenberg gets the rebound on the missed shot underneath. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go to Thermopolis on the turnover. 3rd turnover of the game by the Tigers. Thermopolis has 2. Coming out of the game now was Cord Simmerall, the 6-foot junior. And coming back into the game, let's see, is number 2, McCoy Longwell. Okay, Gavin Shumway with the ball. Over to Hardy Johnson. Shumway, long pass is going to be intercepted by the Tigers. Turnover and an over the back on Thermopylae. Really couldn't help that one, but it'll go against the Bobcats Coyne, his first.
Yeah, that time Stothenberg was going back to his football days playing safety on defense. Went up to intercept that pass. Good vision by Stothenberg, and the Tigers will take over, see if they can get some points off turnover.
Here's Ayers over to Gwynna. Gwynna back to Ayers. He launches a shot. Oh, a big block by Coyne. He lays it up and in.
Yeah, I think Carter Ayers thought he had more room than he did. Just great positioning by Coyne. Good closeout defense. Got the block and the ensuing fast break with the layup.
12-11, Thermopolis with the lead. Here's LeClaire. Can't penetrate inside. Off to Stothenberg. Ball's knocked away by Thermopolis. Lander will have it. 4:54 to go here until halftime. Thermopolis 12, Lander 11. Stothenberg out of bounds, fakes the inbounds pass now to LeClaire in the lane. He puts up a weak shot. It hits the bottom of the rim. Thermopolis gets the rebound with Gavin Shumway off to Coyne. Coyne on the far side. Here's Johnson. Shots up, not good. Rebounded by Stothenberg. Stothenberg comes back on the fast break for the Tigers underneath to Ayers. He lost the handle on the ball, or he might have had a quick 2. Over to Donahue. Lays it up. Too strong, and player control foul on Kellen Donahue.
Yeah, Kellen saw that he had an opening there on the key, and he just put his head down, went down inside, kind of threw up the half-hearted layup, not really looking to where he wanted to put the ball, still keeping his head down, and the Bobcat defender took advantage of that, and he drew the charge, did Jace Longwell.
So Simmerall comes back in the game, and Coyne goes to the bench for Thermopolis. Here's Hardy Johnson, gives it off to Shumway, back to Johnson. Johnson, long pass underneath the basket. There's from the corner Longwell. Oh, it's an air ball. Tissot Gwynna pulls it out of the air. Gwynna brings it all the way down. Oh, does a nice move, but the basket does not drop. Ball's taken away by Tanner Bird. Turnaround jumper, good by Tanner Bird.
Boy, I don't know how Tanner was able to get enough English on that one to get it to roll in, but he did, fighting through the contact. He'll get the 2. Timeout on the court. We'll take it with him. 13-12, Tigers lead.
2 ticks under 4 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Lander in a tight game with Thermopolis. It's a 1-point lead by Lander, as the scoring has been pretty evenly distributed for the Tigers. Thermopolis will take it out of bounds underneath their own basket. And it's Shumway to Simmerald, back to Shumway, who will try to bring it down. Tigers showing full court press. Back over to Shumway. Long pass over, almost threw it out of bounds. And there's a long shot up, off, not good. Rebounded by Stothenberg. Outlet pass, 2-on-2. Tigers have it. Tissel Gwynna's shot's not good, and he gets his own rebound. Well, Tissel kind of rushed that one. Didn't have much on it. It didn't go, but the Tigers get the rebound. Kellen for 3. No, not good. Rebounded by Corbin Simmerall. Corbin brings it down to Cord Simmerall from the corner. Shots 3. No good. Rebounded by Thermopolis on the outside. Cord Simmerall drives the lane off the glass. No, tip is good.
Yeah,
and that's Jace Longwell. Sorry.
Good positioning by Longwell there on the low block. Gets the rebound from his teammate's shot, puts it up and in for 2.
There's Tanner Bird with a long one that doesn't go off. Thermopolis gets the rebound down court. Shumway gives it off to Jace Longwell, back to Shumway. Far side it goes to Johnson. Johnson whistle, and we have a foul on the floor against the Tigers, which will be their 7th. That'll put Thermop in the 1 and bonus. It goes against Tanner Bird, and that's his 3rd, Josh.
Yeah, that's going to be early foul trouble for Tanner Bird. He'll go ahead and take a quick breather as him and Carter Ayers come out. McClung and Washburn come in. So on the floor for the Tigers, you have Stothenberg, you have Donahue, Washburn, McClung, and Gwynna.
Yeah, the free throw is up and good. Thermopolis hitting 63% of their free throws. And they now take a 2-point lead, 15-13. And the second free throw coming up by Johnson. This one's not good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Coming down with it was Stothenberg. And we have a foul on the far side by Stothenberg.
Yeah, he came in, he was trying to throw a screen, but he was still moving while he was doing it. He'll get called for the moving screen, and luckily, since he was on this side of the court, Thermopolis will not have free throws.
Thermopolis has the ball now in the corner. Jace Longwell brings it out on the top to Simmerall. Far side outside it goes to Cord Simmerall. On the near side now to Corbin. On top, in the middle, Coyne has it in the lane, has the ball. Taken away by Tissel Gwynna to McClung. Too high. Tip is not good. Rebound by Tissel Gwynna is not good. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers.
Great job getting the offensive rebounds. Unfortunately, the same story the Tigers have had all year. When it comes to those hard contested shots, they just cannot get anything to fall, and especially for Tissel Gwynna. He makes great moves when he's inside 5 feet. For some reason, unless he's wide open, the shot doesn't fall.
Stothenberg misses. There's a rebound by McClung. His shot is short. Rebounded out of the air by Thermopolis. Long pass down court to Corbin Simmerall for 3. And we have an break here by Washburn, and he loses the ball out of bounds. 4th turnover by the Tigers. Just a little bit too long of a pass there.
That was great vision by Stothenberg. You saw that Washburn was leaking out. He had a couple steps on the defender. Unfortunately, he led him just a little bit too far, and Washburn was trying to hurry up and recover. As soon as he did, it was in the corner. It went off his foot out of bounds.
Minute 48 to go here with Jace Longwell. Longwell gives it off to Shumway. Shumway to Hardy Johnson. Johnson on the near side to Coyne. Coyne in the lane. Fires it back on the near side to Hardy Johnson, who can't shoot. Now on top of the key to Shumway. Shumway back to Johnson. Back over to Shumway. Shumway can't shoot, but Coyne has it now. Coyne in the lane, puts up a floater, and it drops. And a timeout called by Thermopolis as they now go up 17-13. Largest lead of the game by Thermop, 4 points.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, I kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Timeout by Thermopolis head coach Shane Corpering after the Bobcats scored that time to take a 4-point lead. Minute 10 to go here until halftime. Gwynna to Stothenberg. Near side Donahue. Donahue can't drive the paint. Kicks it back out to Stothenberg to Donahue. Now it goes Gwynna. Gwynna drives in the lane, kicks it to Stothenberg for 3. Oh, it's long, not good. Rebound by Gavin Shumway. He brings it down for the Cats. Underneath to Hardy Johnson. And the ball thrown away. Turnover by Thermopolis. That's only turnover number 4. Each team with 4 turnovers in the game, and the Tigers have it with 41 seconds. I think that's 41. Could be 47. Not sure. No, it was 41. Okay, there's a big air duct that blocks their view of the partial view of the scoreboard. On the far side, Donahue has it. On top to Washburn. To Gwynna. Gwynna in the middle of the lane. Puts up a shot. No, it's not good. Rebounded by Coyne. Well, another shot that couldn't drop. 15 seconds to go. Thermopolis could have the last shot of the half here. Oh, far side to Shumway. Shumway to Coyne. Back to Shumway. Shumway drives the baseline. Underneath, there's a nice floater by Jace Longwell at the buzzer. And at halftime, it's Thermopolis 19 and Lander 13. We'll be back with our halftime show after this.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn.
Okay, back again. That spot ended a little bit early. We apologize to CWC, but with us now is Cyril Stothenberg. Cyril, the girls were hitting on all cylinders tonight.
You know, we kind of got off to a slow start. As I look at your scorebook there, I think, yeah, we up 3 at the end of 1, and, you know, actually down 4 or 5 at one time. But then we recovered in the second and third. Yeah, we hit on all cylinders, and we shot the ball extremely well. That's a pretty good combination.
Yeah, Demi only had a couple of points against Lovell. 21 tonight. You know, it seems that the scoring goes like a roller coaster but when one girl is down, another steps up.
Yeah, you know, and as you mentioned that, you know, roller coaster individually, but as they step back and are part of the larger picture, which was something we've had to stress a lot this year, because we've got some scorers, and it may not be your night. When it's not your night, you better just hope like heck it's somebody else's night, because that means we're still probably playing pretty well. And like you said, Demi scored 1 point yesterday, or last game, but then we also had other people that stepped up and scored, you know, 15, 16, and that's what it makes us hard to beat, because initially, you know, they come out and chase one person, then one team tried to chase 2 people. They tried to chase Megan and Demi at the same time. Well, that still leaves some pretty good options. It still leaves Whitney, Ryan, Talene, Kiara off the bench. I mean, but like I said, the biggest key in all that, Ernie, is you have to have kids that'll buy into it.
You only missed 4 free throws today. That was pretty good shooting from the free throw line.
Yeah, it's something, you know, I thought we work on them quite a bit, whether they're live or just, you know, just individually. And it didn't show the last few games. So I said, Monday, heck with it. We're not even going to work on it. We'll just see what happens. So maybe we're overthinking things. So, yeah, much better performance there.
Now, the Tigers came out kind of flat. What was the deal there? They just didn't have the energy, or?
You know, we talked about it, and I think we're excited, and no disrespect to anybody, but we started the year off playing Sheridan Central and East at, you know, a real tough caliber of basketball. Cheyenne East #1 in the state in 4A, and we're just ready, you know, I guess ready for a challenge. You know, Thermopis is in a rebuilding year, and certainly has some pieces they'll be just fine in a year or two. And but I think we're probably more excited to play Lyman, Mountain View, and Pinedale the next 3 than we've probably been excited to play any game so far.
Yeah, well, your press certainly had its impact tonight on Thermopolis.
Yeah, we did switch. We had a little trouble keeping track of somebody coming through the middle, and it was a different person. We had a hard time keeping track of her out of our 1-2-2, so we just switched to our man-to-man. That way you don't have to keep track of zones, you just keep track of your person, and that worked out really well for us.
All right, speaking of Lyman, we're on the road Friday night in Lyman. That's always a tough place to play.
Yep, it's always a tough one. We luckily got that changed, or at least we get one there, one on the road. So I mean, one there, one at home. So we get Mountain View at home the next day. But yeah, Lyman, you know, they just came off a loss, #2 team in the state, and got upset by their cross-county rival. I don't even know how it's cross-county when it's only about 10 miles. But
yeah, really.
Anyhow, Mountain View beat them, you know, right at the end of the game over the weekend. So they're probably ready to get back on the floor and try to get a win.
Yeah, well, that's always the bad thing when you've got a really good team and they lose just before they play you. They want to get back in the saddle again.
Yep, you know, and it'll be, like I said, it'll be a great test for us. We'll play 3 top 5 teams right in a row when, like I said, Lyman, Mountain View, Pinedale.
Yeah, well, Mountain View has got that great old wood dome, which is always fun to play in.
Yeah,
but you get them in Lander, though.
Yeah, luckily we don't have to play there. It might be fun for about one team, and it's Mountain View.
And that's Mountain View,
not fun for many other teams.
Yeah. Well, you know, the adjustments were made, and the Tigers caught fire, and, you know, you had 3 players in double figures and 2 with 9 points. So good even scoring today.
Yep, and that's like I said, if everybody takes the pass to the open person, don't turn it over, and I think we'll get quite a few shots off, and it'll make its way around eventually.
Okay, well, we'll see you Friday night in Lyman.
Okay, thanks, Ernie.
You betcha. Coach Cyril Stothenberg, the Lady Tigers coach. What's that? Oh, yeah. No, but Coach Cyril Stothenberg going to take a picture of my scorebook, so... Well, Josh, we've got 3:28 to go here until the second half resumes, and I think I hit the add button or the game button too soon. So I think we've got half of a commercial left for Central Wyoming College. Why don't we go ahead and play that one?
Sounds good.
And in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Back again, we're at halftime at the Thermopolis Hot Springs County High School Gymnasium. The home team, Thermopolis Bobcats, with a 6-point lead at halftime, 19-13. Tigers have not had great scoring tonight. Jace LeClaire with 3, and then everyone else has 2. Carter Ayers, Tanner Bird, Tissot Gwynna, and Brennan Stothenberg. So not a great scoring punch so far for the Tigers. On the other side, Jace Longwell, the 5'11 senior, comes in with 8 points, 4 points each by Gavin Shumway and Adley Coyne. And Hardy Johnson has 3 at halftime. So second half's going to be a battle.
Yeah, and it's one thing, I mean, you look at it, for the Tigers, they haven't scored a lot of points, but at the same time, for a team that averages just about 60 points a game, I believe second or third, let's see where they're at, 5th in 3A in scoring, holding them to 19 points the first half, I consider that a win. Yeah, the Tigers are behind, but you look at it, there's about at least 3 wide open bunnies Tigers had that couldn't get them to drop. So you add those onto there, and we got a tie game. And at that point, yeah, they're not scoring, but they're not allowing a lot of scores either. So for the Tigers in the second half, definitely want to keep up that defense and see if they can't do a little bit better to break that defensive pressure of the Bobcats in the half court.
Okay, it looks like the Bobcat starters are going to be pretty similar to the starting 5. We've got Coyne, Gavin Shumway, Longwell, we have Hardy Johnson, and Corbin Simmeral going to be starting for the Thermopolis Bobcats. And
Tigers are going with their starting 5 as well. You've got Donahue, LeClaire, Bird, Gwynna, and Stothenberg starting in the second half for the Tigers.
Okay, we're ready to go. We're down. The teams are back on the floor. Lander will get the ball as we start the second half. It'll be Stothenberg outside into Gwynna. And away we go. There's the buzzer, and the official bounces the ball over to Brennan and into Tissot, and here we go. Tigers going right to left on the floor here at Thermopolis. On top, there's Gwynna. He launches a 3, just a little bit short, and the rebound goes off to Hardy Johnson for Thermopolis. At the baseline, fires it out, kicks it out to Shumway. Shumway shot for 3 is good. Well, that's a big one for the Thermopolis Bobcats as they go up now 22-13, largest lead of the game. Here's Brennan, or not Brennan Stothenberg, but Donahue. His shot's off, not good. Shumway gets the rebound for Thermopolis. Over to Coyne. Coyne over to Hardy Johnson. Johnson, far side outside, near side to Shumway. Shumway looking over here as the Tigers have a 2-3 zone in place. Back over on the far side to Johnson. Ball goes out of bounds, but it'll be off the Tigers. So they haven't been able to break the zone. Let's see what they do on this attempt. Into Coyne. Coyne in the middle to Longwell. Back over to Coyne, or to Johnson, Hardy Johnson. Around the horn, along the horn to Shumway, to Simmeral. Fake pass underneath. Now to Hardy Johnson. Coyne has it back to Johnson. Doesn't take the 3-point, kicks it back out on top, and around the horn it goes to Shumway. Underneath, there's a shot up, off, not good by Longwell. And we have the ball out of bounds, and Lander will have it. Play just underway, 6:35 to go in period number 3. Gwynna brings it down. Tigers trailing by 9 here at Thermopolis. Gwynna makes a move toward the baseline and stops. Here's Stothenberg, and he's fouled. Boy, you could see that one all the way up here and almost hear it all the way up here. He got whacked on the arm. And the foul is going to go against Cord Simmeral. That is his 3rd. There's the inbounds pass. Beauty from Gwynna to Stothenberg for 2, and the Tigers get back on the board here, 22-15. It is a 7-point lead for Thermopolis. Here's Coyne to Shumway. Shumway on top of the key to Hardy Johnson. Back to Coyne, near side Shumway. Underneath the basket, there's Longwell. His shot is not good, but he draws the foul and will go to the line to shoot 2. Tissot Gwynna gets that personal foul, his first.
And Jace Longwell on the season is shooting 55% from the chair. Oh,
they call it a foul on the floor, apparently.
Okay, I thought it was a shot attempt.
So did I. There's Coyne off the inbounds pass for 2. Nice play by Adley Coyne. Now has 6 points, and it's 24-15. Back to a 9-point advantage. Stothenberg on the near side. Donahue has it. Donahue around the horn. LeClaire over to Tanner Bird. Tanner's playing with 3 fouls tonight. There's Stothenberg on the near side. Gwynna for 3. No, just almost hits the range. If he gets hot, the Tigers can come back in this thing fast. Here's a long pass down court to Hardy Johnson. Johnson drives the baseline, puts the shot off the glass and in. Hardy Johnson, and Thermopolis is working the Tigers pretty good, 11-point lead. Here's Tanner Bird. His shot is not good. Rebound by Tissot Gwynna for 2. And we have a timeout called by Lander. It'll be a full timeout. Thermopolis 26, Lander 17, back after this.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
Nice crowd on hand here today in Thermopolis at Hot Springs County High School. We were talking earlier about the color scheme here, purple and gold, which is, of course, the Lakers and the Vikings colors. And, of course, the Tigers wearing their black uniforms tonight. They set off very well. The floor is kind of orangish here, isn't it? What would you call the color down there on the floor?
I would call it a deep stained wood.
Yeah, good call. A deep stained wood is right. So Shumway will take it out for Thermopolis, leading 26-17, back up to a 9-point lead. And here's the inbounds pass, goes to Hardy Johnson down court. Johnson over to Shumway. Shumway to Johnson on the near side, right side wing. On top to Shumway. Around the horn it goes to Gavin Simmerall. Near side, here's Johnson driving the baseline. Throws it, intercepted by Tissot Gwynna. Turnover by Thermopolis, only their 5th of the game. Tanner Bird has it, back over to Gwynna. Gwynna underneath the basket. Oh, LeClaire was open. Here's Donahue off the glass and in for 2.
Tissot having great vision on back-to-back plays. Finds his open man, breaking the full court pressure. Tigers get back-to-back layups, trying to cut into that lead.
Here's Hardy Johnson for 3. No, not good. Whistle and a foul on Thermopolis all over the back on the rebound attempt. And let's see, this is going to be Coyne who gets his 2nd personal foul. Tigers will have it in the backcourt, 26-19, 4:20 to go. And Abe Lopez comes into the game for Tanner Bird for Lander. Here's Stothenberg to Gwynna. Gwynna all the way down, off it goes to Donahue. Donahue dribbling it on the right wing. Throws it in the middle to LeClaire, and he's fouled. No, they call him for traveling. That'll be the 5th turnover for the Tigers.
Thought he was able to keep his foot still through the contact, but I guess it shifted just enough that drew the travel call.
We're halfway through the 3rd period of play, 26-19. Thermopolis with the lead here on their home court. Here's Hardy Johnson, gives it off to Jace Longwell. Back to Johnson in the middle. Coyne underneath. Oh, that is great work on the passing, and Hardy Johnson gets it, and it's 28-19. That was probably the best passing we've seen tonight by Thermopolis.
That's what you got to do to beat the zone, just constant ball movement.
Here's Stothenberg in the lane, hook shot fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a couple. And the personal foul is going to go against Corbin Simmerall, his third. And Stothenberg at the line, he has 4 points in the game on 2 field goals.
And he is shooting 70% from the line this year.
Brennan shot is up and in. Just rippled the net. 28-20. Second shot coming up now with 3:34 to go. Oh, this one is not good. Rebounded by Lopez in the lane. Puts up a shot. Not good. Rebound comes down on the floor, and we have a foul against Donahue on the body. That'll be Kellen's second.
Just 2 players going for the same piece of real estate there, trying to get possession of the ball. That's only Kellen's second and only the second team foul for the Tigers here in the second half.
Okay, here we come down. Longwell has it on the far side. Now to Hardy Johnson. Underneath, the ball stolen away. Nice play by Stothenberg. Off to Tisso Gwinna. Gwinna, far side outside, dribbles the ball out of bounds. Lost his balance that time. 6th turnover by the Tigers. Both teams have 6 turnovers. Re-entering the Thermopolis lineup is Cord Simmerall with 3 fouls. Coming out of the game is Corbin Simmerall, also with 3 fouls. So here's the long play down court. Thermopolis has it. Coyne in the lane, lays it up and in. Adley Coyne had the lane and took advantage.
He's just got a great first step as he goes in hard, as Abe Lopez answers with his own layup on the other side.
And it's now again an 8-point lead. 2:50 to go here in the third period of play. Down court, it was Longwell. Abe Lopez falls down underneath the basket. Oh, that was too easy, and he misses it. Stothenberg comes up with the rebound for the Tigers. 3-on-3 to Lopez. The ball's knocked out of bounds almost, but Lopez recovers it. Off to Stothenberg. He's got time. He shoots it. It's an air ball. Coyne pulls it out. Just didn't have the range that time.
Yeah, and the Thermopolis crowd made sure he knew about it with that air ball miss.
Hardy Johnson fires it across to Coyne. In the middle, it goes to Jace Longwell. Longwell over to Shumway, not good. Rebounded by Donahue. Down court to Jace LeClaire in the middle of the paint. 360 move off the glass is not good. Rebounded by Coyne. And we go the other way. Long pass down court to Longwell, goes out of bounds. Turnover, and Lander will have it. Coming in as Washburn for the Tigers, going to give Jace LeClaire a little bit of a blow. And coming out of the game is McCoy Longwell.
Looks like he got his finger jammed on that one as the ball went out of bounds, trying to receive that long down court pass.
Yeah, he's hurting on the bench right there. And Colin Weaver comes in. Now Carter Ayers comes in for Stothenberg. And here we go. Here's Tisso Gwinna. Avoids the half-court break underneath to Washburn. Oh, he gets it up and in, and 2 for Bennett Washburn. After we missed the first one, I thought he had a foul on that one, but he does draw the foul on the next one, and it's Coyne's 3rd foul.
Yeah, he bobbled it a little bit after the pass from Tisso. The Bobcat defender was able to recover and get the block on the first shot attempt. Washburn gets his own rebound, puts it up and in for 2, and draws the contact for the and one possibility, and he will convert it with that made free throw. Tigers now clawing back. The lead was 11. It's down to 5.
Here comes Thermopolis, Cord Simmerall, far side to Hardy Johnson. Johnson gives it off now to Shumway. Shumway cross court to Coyne. Coyne on the near side. Hardy Johnson at the baseline, off the glass and in.
And that was a great recovery along the weak side by Colin Wheeler coming over to help along the baseline. Just a better shot by Thermopolis.
Tisso Gwynna for three. Tisso hits the range. And now the Tigers are down 28-32, 4-point lead underneath the basket. There's a blocking foul going to be called against Wheeler underneath the basket.
Okay. One of those that it's going to be a 50-50 call depending on which referee calls it. And I think it was the one on the far side that was away from the ball instead of the referee that was placed directly underneath the basket that called the blocking foul. Callum thought he had the charge. Nonetheless, ball never lies. He misses the free throw.
Cord Simmerall has not scored in the game, has 3 points. That was his first free throw attempt, and here's the second. And this one goes in. So it's 33-28, 5-point lead. 1 minute to go here, third period. Here's Gwynna. Gwynna, who finally found the range on his threes. Outside the arc, doesn't shoot, goes around to Washburn. Washburn gives it to Ayers. Ayers has the ball stolen away from him. Turnover Tigers. Now here's Hardy Johnson. Whistle, foul on Abe Lopez on the reach-in.
Unfortunately for the Tigers, they've done a really good job of breaking this lead, or cutting this lead down to single digits and in all essence a single possession, but now they're just having turnovers and bad passes and a couple of bad fouls as well.
Underneath the basket, the shot is up and in and one. Wow. Cord Simmerall gets it, and the Tigers have the foul, and it's going to be on Washburn, and that is Bennett's second.
Triple team inside, and he got through the contact and put it up and in for two. That extends the lead to 7.
He's 1 for 2 at the line. Now it's 8. 36-28, timeout, and we'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
Eight-point lead, 28-36. The Thermopolis Bobcats with the lead, and the Tigers, they had gotten it down to 4 points here. And then some bad passes and turnovers and fouls, and they were back up with a big Thermopolis lead. Here's Gwynna, 23 seconds to go to Lopez. Lopez drives the baseline, puts up the shot, and draws the foul.
I was going to say he better get something called. He was trying to drive there and was latched onto by the Bobcat defender, nearly pulling him through the key and then putting it up, had a lot of contact. It did draw the foul. He'll go to the line for 2, and Abe is shooting 58% from the line, 11 of 19.
His first one is good. And that makes it 36-29. 11 seconds to go here in the third period of play. Lopez looking at his second charity toss here. And this one is also, no, it's not good. He stepped over the line. So the score remains 36-29. And Thermopolis has it with 11 and a half seconds to go. Here's their passing game again. With it is Cord Simmerall in the middle to Coyne. Coyne brings it down, gives it off to Hardy Johnson with 8 seconds to go. Johnson makes a move outside the lane for 3. It's in and out, not good. Underneath the rebound and a foul. Cord Simmerall draws the foul with 1.5 seconds to go. And it is Washburn who gets the personal foul. And Bennett's third. And it will give Thermopolis an opportunity here to add on to their lead just before the end of the period. Simmerall is 2 for 3, now 3 for 4. It goes 37, back up to 8 points.
And he's only shooting 38% from the line so far. Only has 13 attempts, so he is improving that percentage dramatically.
Yeah, he certainly is. 4 for 5 tonight. Now it's a 9-point lead again. The long shot is not good at the end of the period. And at the end of the third period of play, Lander 29, but Thermopolis has 38. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes after this.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Well, the Tigers put in 16 points in that third period, but Thermopolis put in 19. And at the end of 3, it's 38-29 after the Tigers had narrowed it to 4 points. And Thermopolis will have the ball as we start the fourth period of play. It's Coyne with it on top of the key. He tries to drive the baseline, lost control of the ball, gets it right back, fires it over to Jace Longwell. Longwell can't drive the baseline, gives it off to Shumway. Shumway in the middle to Longwell. No, not good. Rebounded by Stothenberg for the Tigers. Off to Winna in the forecourt. Tissot moves it around. He's got a little bit of an opening there. Didn't take it to Stothenberg. To a bad shot that time by Donahue. It was an air ball. So here we go the other direction. Tigers trail by 9. On top, we have Hardy Johnson. Gives it off to Gavin Shumway. Shumway on top of the key to Jace Longwell. Far side outside. Now to Hardy Johnson. Johnson on top to Coyne. Coyne moves it to the left-hand wing. Makes a drive. Tries to back into the lane. Can't do it. The ball's knocked away. Picked up by Shumway. Gavin Shumway makes a move to the right-hand side, gives it off to Simmerall. Simmerall in the lane, can't shoot. There's a long one by Shumway for 3. Boy, that's a dagger.
Just a little touch pass from one Bobcat to another. They found Shumway in the corner. Tigers gave him just enough space, and he made him pay for it with the 3.
And there is a shot up by Tanner Bird that's a little bit too long. He gets his own rebound in the lane, off the glass and in. Tanner Bird for 2. And it's a 10-point game now, 41-31.
Great way to follow up your missed 3-point shot, pick up your own rebound, put it up and in with the putback for 2.
Here's Coyne, can't shoot, gives it off to Hardy Johnson. Johnson just right on the arc. There's a pass intercepted. Nice turnover that time by Thermopolis to Stothenberg. Gives it off to Tanner Bird. Bird outside. Moves it on the near side to Stothenberg. Stothenberg just outside the free throw line. Kicks it over to Donahue. Donahue drives the baseline. Puts a shot off the glass. It hits the rim, but no good. Rebounded by Hardy Johnson. Johnson for Thermopolis. Brings it down. Guarded by Donahue. Off to Longwell. Longwell back in the corner with it. Hardy Johnson. Whistle. And a timeout called by Thermopolis. 5:22 to go. It's a 10-point lead by Thermopolis.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
5 minutes, 22 seconds to go in this one. The Tigers have fallen behind by 10 points. They have committed 6 fouls, so they have one more to give before Thermopolis goes into the one and bonus. Thermopolis has 2 fouls to give. And here's Adley Coyne, a 5'11 senior, getting ready to receive the inbounds pass from Gavin Shumway, a 5'10 junior. There's the inbounds pass to Coyne. Into the forecourt now, back over to Shumway. Shumway in the middle. Oh, that was a nice to Harley Johnson for 2. That was a pretty play, Josh.
Yeah, they just found an opening there in the defense. Unfortunately, it was in the key. Wide open shot for 2. As Donahue can't make that one to go in. He's having good open looks. He's trying to pump himself up. He knows he should have had that shot. He's had a couple of them where, you know, it's a little bit of contact, but in the end, he still has enough room to make that. And in turn, he commits the foul, so that'll put the Bobcats in the bonus. They'll go to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity.
Hardy Johnson, a 6'1 senior, going for his 10th point of the game. Abe Lopez comes in now for Donahue for the Tigers. Hardy Johnson at the line is 1 for 1 tonight. Now he's 2 for 2. 44-31, the score keeps going the wrong way for the Tigers. Next shot coming up by Johnson is good. He got them both. 45-31, 14-point lead. This game is starting to slip away for Lander. Here is Tisso Gwinna. Gwinna on the far side outside launches a 3. It's a little short. Rebound pulled down by Hardy Johnson. Johnson brings it down the court to Coyne. Coyne far side on the near side corner to Shumway for 3. Bingo! Shumway gets his 3rd 3 of the game, and it's 48-31. 4.5 minutes to go. There's a turnaround jumper by Stothenberg, not good. Coyne with the rebound. Thermopolis is feeling it now. Here comes Coyne down the court, stolen away by Stothenberg. 1-on-2. Shot he's fouled by Coyne. And for Coyne, that is going to be his 4th foul, I believe. If it is on Coyne, yeah, it is. His 4th personal foul. And Brennan Stothenberg goes to the line for the Tigers.
And Brennan, if he was able to keep his eyes up, he would have seen that Tisso Gwinna was wide open on the opposite side of the key. The 2 defenders that were back for Thermopolis were guarding Stothenberg. Nobody was looking at Gwinna, but unfortunately he was a little bit too far behind for Stothenberg to feel him in his peripheral vision. Still got the foul, misses the first free throw. He'll see if he can knock it in on the second one.
Okay, Brennan tonight is 1 for 3 from the line. Has 5 points in the game. Shots up and in. And timeout called, and we'll take a timeout.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
You might not see him as much on the silver screen. I'm Bo Clark, coach of the University of Wyoming rodeo team, reminding you that putting on a seatbelt doesn't take 8 seconds and it can save your life.
Go Pokes, buckle up!
Well, we're just about halfway through the final 8 minutes of play, and Thermopolis in control here tonight, 48-32, 16-point lead. Hard to believe the Tigers had it down to 4 points here late in the third period before turnovers went. Thermopolis went on a big run for the Tigers, 7-2. There is a drive, and a basket goes up by Cord Simmerall. He now has 8 points in the game, and a player control foul against McClung. So that will be Kyson's first personal foul that negates the basket.
Oh, they called it on Tissot.
Oh, they called it on Tissot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, there's a steal by Stothenberg underneath to Bird. Bird shot is good. Tanner Bird gets the shot. He has 6 points in the game now. Still a 16-point lead, 50-34, 3:42 to go. Down court, Longwell off the glass, and no. Rebound by Tanner Bird. Ball's knocked away, and it'll go to Lander. And coming in now for the first time tonight is, let's see, that is Braden Lincoln for the Tigers.
He came in for like the last 30 seconds of the first half. Didn't do anything. We'll see if he can get on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Tissot Gwynna, fake the three to Lopez, who launches one. It's short. Rebound. The taller Bobcat wins it. That's Hardy Johnson. Hardy Johnson with the ball, kicks it over to Shumway on the near side, and it's stolen away, and a foul is going to be called on Stothenberg. So that is the second on Brennan. 3 minutes, 13 seconds to go. Thermopolis can add to their lead here as Gavin Shumway goes to the line. Shumway's had 3 trays today and 2 field goals for his 13 points. Now he has 14.
And the next foul for the Tigers will put Thermopolis in the double bonus, giving them 2 free throws for every foul committed on their side of the floor.
52-34 is our score now, 18-point lead by the hometown Bobcats, and Lander looks to cut into that a little bit. Shumway comes out of the game, and coming back in is Jace Longwell. So here's Lopez to Gwynna. Tissot backs up a few feet, fires it over here to McClung. Back to Tissot for 3. Got it. Tissot Gwynna hits his second tray of the game, and it's 37-52, 15-point lead, and a timeout called there by Shane Corpering, the coach for Thermopolis, and we'll take a timeout as well.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
2 minutes, 44 seconds to go in this one. It's been all Thermop here in the second half. 52-37. 15-point lead here by the Bobcats. And they'll have the ball out of bounds. Cord Simmerall has it. He has 8 points in the game. Half from the field and half from the charity line. Here's the inbounds pass. Goes back to him. He shoots from the corner. and hits a three. Well, right back up again, 55-37, 18-point lead. Gwynna on the far side, in the middle of the lane, pops it over to Lincoln. Lincoln's shot for three is not good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Lopez. 2:24 to go.
We were talking how the Tigers are doing a good job defensively keeping Thermopolis from scoring a bunch of points in the first half. Well, they have lit it up ever since they came out of the halftime break. They're averaging just under 60 points a game, and they're just about there now.
Yeah, here we go with Shumway, and Shumway travels. Oh, 10th turnover. 2:13 to go, 55-37. Just trying to determine what the final score is going to be now. Here's Gwynna over to Stothenberg. Rebounded by the Tigers' Abe Lopez. Lopez off to Stothenberg. Shot short, rebounded by Thermopolis, and we have a foul is going to be called on Lander, and it's going to be on Lincoln. Braden Lincoln picks up first personal foul, and we go the other way to shoot two free throws. Just under 2 minutes to go in the game. Thermopolis will win this one easily. They led at halftime, 19-13, a 6-point lead, and then expanded that to 9 points at the end of the third, and now here they go. Hardy Johnson is 4 for 4 from the line. 56-37, and they can double up, or they can go 20 points ahead if he hits this one.
And entering the contest for the Tigers, Carter Ayers and Silas Wheeler.
And he does, 57-37. Wheeler's not wearing his headband tonight. First time I've seen him without a headband. There's a long three by McClung for the Tigers for his first points of the game. And it's 17 points, 57-40. Down to a minute 39 to go. There's Coyne on the far side outside, gives it into Hardy Johnson. He drives and draws the foul. He'll have two shots, and it was McClung who gets the foul, his second. And back to the line again, it's Hardy Johnson. Well, that's the guy you don't want to foul. He's perfect at the line tonight. And he got it. So 58-40. Minute and a half to go here. Our next broadcast will be this coming Friday afternoon at 5:30. And it will be in Lyman as the Lady Tigers take on the Lyman Eagles. Down court, shots up, good. McCoy Longwell, 60-40, 20-point lead with a minute 16 to go. Tigers, McClung shoots up, not good. Rebounded by Coyne, whistle, and a foul on the Tigers on trying to block that pass down the line. Abe Lopez gets his second personal foul. And Coyne at the free throw line. He has 8 points in the game, all from the field. 5'11" senior hits his first one. Nine points in the game now for Adley Coyne. Eyes the free throw, got it. 10 points in the game now, and it's 62-40. 22-point bulge by the Thermopolis Bobcats. 60 seconds to go in this one. There's a long shot for three by Bryce Denton. Bryce comes in and hits another three. Holy cow. He comes in at the end of each game, and he didn't get a three last week, but he's got one there. Congratulations,
that was
Bryce.
A college three, too.
Yeah, that was a long one. 36 seconds to go. Shumway trying to run the clock out to McCoy Longwell. Longwell drives it in off the glass. No. Rebounded by the Tigers' McClung. McClung comes down, gives it off to Denton. Denton launches another one. 3!
Off the glass. Banks open late for Denton.
I tell you what, 62-46 now for the Tigers. Bryce comes in and he hit 2 against Powell. And that was a pretty cool one. Here's Coyne. They're going to run the clock out. That's the end of the game. And the final score, the Thermopolis Bobcats 62 and the Lander Valley Tigers 46. And we'll be back with our recap in our Click It or Ticket postgame show after this.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Well, with us now on our Click It or Ticket postgame show is the head coach of the Lander Valley Tigers, Stu Mullins. And, Coach, you had him midway through the third period, only a 4-point deficit, then the wheels fell off.
Yep. Yeah, they did. And, credit Thermopolis for playing well today.
Yeah, they did play well. Their passing game was pretty sharp tonight.
Yep. They've come a long ways in a short amount of time, and you know, you can't really press them. They've been pressed enough the last few years that they're pretty comfortable with that. And we manned them and we zoned them, and they found the openings, and we fouled too many times, and they made us pay.
Well, again, Coach, the Tigers couldn't find the basket. They had a lot of opportunities, and the ball just wouldn't drop.
Yeah, kind of the story of the season, right? Yep, and credit to our guys. You know, they sure care about each other, and they sure care about this, and it's not always easy. We don't make any of this easy, and they kept fighting.
Yeah, they did. They fought back. They got within the 4 points, and then the turnovers and the 3 balls by Thermopolis. Thermopolis had 3 threes there that broke the game wide open.
Yeah. Yep, that hurt us. You know, we got it to 4, like you said, and then you look up and you're down 9. And that's pretty demoralizing, especially when you try to crawl all the way back into it. You know, we just felt like if we played a little bit better than we did in the first half, you can't score 13 points and win varsity basketball games in a half. And again, it was layup after layup after layup, and miss 3 after miss 3 after miss 3, and basketball's a hard game when you can't put it in the basket.
He had 20 fouls tonight. That's the most we've had in a while.
Yep, and credit them. You know, they got us in tough positions, and we didn't always finish cleanly, and we had guys in position sometimes, and just couldn't step over and take the charge or finish the play.
Well, coming into the game, Bryce Denton hit 2 threes in a row there and ends up being the second leading scorer for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think he's done that a couple times now.
Yeah, he has.
You know, maybe we need to get him on the floor.
All right. Say, Lyman Eagles, that's going to be a tough game for the Tigers.
Very good. They're like I've said, I think they're probably the best team in 3A right now, and they're big. They can shoot it. They cover a lot of ground in their zone, and so we'll have our hands full, that's for sure.
And then Mountain View and Lander the next night. At least you don't have 2 in a row down in Uintah County.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Yep, and, we're going to obviously have to play way better than we did tonight. But Thermop did this to Mountain View as well early in the season, so, but that'll be a game we'll need to play well for, because that's probably a game that we'll probably see, to go to state. And so, it'll be crucial for us to hopefully play better.
Right. Well, Coach, it was a hard one tonight. The Tigers fought hard there until it got away from them.
Yep.
But just have to work on that in practice. And you've got a short week of practice left. You've only got 3 days before Lyman.
2 days of practice.
Or 2 days of practice,
Yeah.
1 day of travel.
It was like last week, so that makes it a little bit tougher, but that's okay.
Coach, we appreciate you coming up
Awesome.
and talking to us after the game. Coach Stu Mullins, the head coach of the Lander Valley Tigers. And his team goes down to defeat tonight, 62-46 to the Thermopolis Bobcats. And Josh, we were talking there that the wheels just fell off, and too many mistakes, too many fouls, too many turnovers, too many missed shots.
Yeah, first quarter, or first half rather, you want to give grades. I mean, shooting probably a C-, but defense, I'd give them a solid A-. Did a really good job against a team that shoots lights out, took advantage of some missed shots, and they kept the game close. But as soon as they came out of halftime, I mean, like you said, the wheels just fell off. There's a lot of bad passes, and the theme for the Tigers this year, just missed shots. I mean, they're good looks. It's not like there's a lot of contested shots that they're putting up that you would call a bad shot attempt. I mean, every time they have a good look, they take it, but unfortunately just can't get the lid off the basket. And once you have several of those in a row, and then you get a team that decides to just shoot lights out from the perimeter, I mean, it's just been the bugaboo for the Tigers so far this season. It's something that, like Stu has said multiple times, it's not something you can do in practice or something you can pinpoint to try and get to turn around just like overnight. It's something that they got to work on and hopefully get hot when the time is right, coming toward, now that we're in February, coming towards the last month of the regular season and in the regional tournament beginning of March.
Yeah, you want to peak just at that regional tournament time. Bobcats had been averaging 59 3/10 points per game, and tonight they roll in with 62. The Tigers have been averaging 46 points a game, and they hit right on their average at 46. High scorer for the Tigers tonight, Tisso Gwena. He had 10. We have 3 players with 6 points each. And Bryce Denton has 6 points. Tanner Bird, 6 points, and Brennan Stothenberg, 6 points. So I told Coach Mullins that Bryce Denton came in, got 6 points, second leading scorer for the Tigers. And He said, well, maybe we ought to put him in a little sooner.
And that was
yeah.
a discussion I had with one of the Tiger faithful that I met with downstairs. He was saying, man, that was a tough one. I said, yeah, and mentioned the shooting. I was like, you know what they need to do? They need to get 3-point shooting tips from Bryce Denton. And he said the exact same thing. He's like, maybe they need to put him in sooner. It's just one of those that it's not necessarily the lull of the schedule because you're in conference play, but we're in February. I mean, look at it last week, 3 games in a week. This week, 3 games in a week. And that may be one of those motivational pieces that's the feel-good story. Obviously, everybody in Tigerland knows his story, as well as the people on the bench always get excited when he comes in. He may be that punch the Tigers need to give him the right kind of stuff to make those shots.
Kellen Donahue ended up the game with 4 points. We had 3 points from Jace LeClaire and Bennett Washburn and Kason McClung and Abe Lopez. and 2 points tonight from Carter Ayers. On the other side of the ledger, 4 players in double figures like they have been doing all season long. Gavin Shumway from the outside had 3 trays tonight. He ended up with 16 points. Hardy Johnson hit 5 of 6 free throws for 16 points. And we had 11 points by Cord Simmerall. And also in double figures, 10 points by Adley Coyne. Just missing double figures was Jace Longwell with 8. And McCoy Longwell came in with 2 points. Well, that's just going to about do it here tonight from Thermopolis. Want to thank Kurt Baxter back at the studio for his engineering assistance tonight, getting us on the air. Want to thank Kevin Shields, our general manager at the Wind River Radio Network, for the ability to do these games. And, of course, thank my partner, Josh Henninger, for his excellent analysis of the games that we do. So our next game is going to be 5:15 Friday from Lyman, Wyoming, down in Uintah County. And then we'll be home Saturday afternoon for a game with Mountain View. This is Ernie Over bidding you a pleasant good evening from Thermop.